Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Yeah, like when she does, like she'll very much like when she sends out merchandise, she'll put a little note saying thank you, thank you for your order, Miss Erica, or something like that.
Yeah. Now my next question, it's gonna sound random. Is she left or right-handed?
She's right-handed.
Okay. So what's that big old rock on her left hand?
I knew she was going there.
I don't know what that is, to be honest with you.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of your listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is strictly prohibited.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge show. Friday, March 17th, the Bubba the Love Sponge show. Hello. Dr. Dan Diaco is going to try to start coming in on Fridays based on schedule. So we might have Dan on Fridays more often than not.
Excited to be here.
Based on Jennifer or Jen. What does
Jennifer.
Nice ass, bad attitude. What does she prefer? Jennifer.
Think about fur.
I bet you she's got some nice fur.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I will tell you this, man. She's got a strong hair game.
Yeah, she does.
She does
Oh,
nice
yeah.
hair.
Anna, you're a chick.
Not one out of place.
Yeah, she's got
no frizzies.
She's got a strong hair game.
Yes.
You won't catch her on a humid, frizzy day.
Nope.
Fish on the J25. Be aggressive, is what he says. Thank you. Lummy, how are you, my friend?
Good, Bubba. Thank you.
What's going on with you? Did Rhett make it in?
He is here.
Rhett, how's
Yes, sir.
All thin.
how's the hoopy? How's the hoopty?
It's good. Not beat up too bad.
Did they what they gouge you on there, kid?
Yeah, it was $1.50.
Buck,
Pick it up.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Do you think you got a chance for the complex to whittle that off the rent or not?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised with how it ended up turning out. I got to go by today to, go pick up my decal. But
and if you give him a Blitz can make you about 46 of them.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
He just needs one.
Blitz made NASCAR. Blitz made NASCAR hot passes one time, complete with a hologram.
Jesus.
What? Who cares?
He's got to air him
That's
out.
my man.
Blitz goes, listen,
That's
all we
my
need is
man.
one. I think there's a Michael's nearby, and I'll have. And then next thing you know, everybody was coming to Blitz. Hey, can you give me a hot pass?
I said no.
Of course he did.
I did it for us.
Yeah.
That was the first year where they didn't give us hot passes. I was like, well, we can't have this.
Yeah, we have a bus, we got a golf cart, we got everything we need, except we don't have a way to get into the pits.
Yeah. Well,
So
took about a day. Took about a day, but we.
Lasowski loaned us. I said, "Hey, Danny, can I have your hot pass?" He goes, "For what?" I go, "Just tell me, can I have it for a couple hours?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm getting ready to go out to eat and go do some stuff. Yeah, just meet me in the parking lot when I need to get back in." I go, "Okay." Blitz went to Michael's, bought the necessary stuff.
The only thing I didn't have was the kind of glue I needed, so I'm not going to name the guy's name, but we went to a couple of the pit crew guys.
Yeah.
And I
So,
borrowed
hey.
some glue from them.
Yeah, those guys got everything. Please, I mean, they're used to keeping these cars together
No,
at 200
no,
miles
don't
an
forget,
hour.
we had to make this like basically in the RV too. So
Yeah. Blitz has an X-Acto knife out and everything, and it was
there was a hologram I had to remake.
Yeah, Blitz can make holograms.
That's amazing.
For real. So you got your vehicle back, and you're gonna go get your sticker, and you're gonna be official, and you won't get towed again.
Yeah.
And they didn't like the camera deal at all.
No, they were not a fan. But they ended up doing me a favor on the tow, so they knocked it from $200 to $150, and then today I'm gonna go in there and they're going to comp it out of the rent this month.
Oh, that's
Perfect.
That's a done deal.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's great.
Yeah, there you go.
That is phenomenal.
There you go.
And what we should do, Red, is let's wait for it to get comped. By the way, is today St. Patty's Day?
It is.
Yes, that's why I'm wearing green, because I hate green.
What green are you wearing?
The shirt's greenish.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
Do you hate green in general?
I hate green. I hate St. Patty's Day. I'll go to a Spanish bar tonight.
Italians do not like St.
We
Patty's
don't
Day.
know.
Oh, well, hold on. Why? Is there like a history to the St.
I'm thinking
Patty's
like
The Irish hated each other all through like the mid 20th century because they were fighting over jobs and status.
Sorry, Dan.
in New York?
in New York, Philadelphia, New
So
Jersey.
like
Immigrants.
the
Kidding me?
crazy Irishmen and the crazy Italians would be like,
Yeah.
fighting for territory.
Yep.
The Italians would come down and try to shake this Irish bar down for protection, and then they would end up like getting in a big fight.
Oh,
Right.
because weren't there signs that said no Irish need apply, so you could be like no Italians need apply.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
They
Yeah.
were both, both of those races, both of those actually, or ethnicities, you can say, or
Are
nationalities.
fighters.
Not only are they fighters, but they were also really discriminated against when they came to America.
Really?
Yes. The
Like
Germans.
you're a filthy Italian, get out of here.
Most of the municipal jobs in New York were held by Italians at the turn of the century. They were really the second-class citizens. They weren't even considered white until 1965.
Hold on. Italians weren't even white until 65?
Nope.
Till
What were they
60?
considered?
Hold on, 65?
Yep.
Pride Farm, Johns Island, $50. PayPal.
And that was parroted by the president of the national president of the NAACP when I went to that dinner last year. He was talking about how Italians weren't even considered white until 1965.
Greg was not first in today, but Greg and Amy, 25, fish on the Jay Beach show. Love you, my man. Keep it between the guardrails.
Who's going to be first in on your new deal?
Oh,
New
lummy.
deal.
Yeah, what you got?
We have Zelle capabilities
Ooh.
now.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we got you covered now. Yeah, now Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. It's Zelle, ZELLE at thebubbaarmy.com. So that's how, if you're a Zelle person, because there's some people that are Zelles and not PayPal's, Cashies, or Vennies.
And up until somewhat recently, you had to send it to a cell phone number.
Right.
And so now they let you do it via email, so we set up a Zelle.
Yeah, so it's Zelle, ZELLE at thebubbaarmy.com, and so you can Zelle it up. And I think that I signed up the right way where I'll get an update on my phone like I do Cash App and Venmo, and I can give you a shout-out.
Nice.
I gave myself $5 yesterday to see if it worked.
You give yourself a shout out.
And I said,
$5 on Zelle.
Bubba Clem on the Zelle, 5 bones. Thank you very much.
That's the way, but that's the main way Bank of America has everything transfer on theirs.
On
Their side.
Zelle.
Yeah.
And I think, and I think with Zelle, they don't take anything out of it.
I don't think they do.
Well, definitely for Bank of America customers, you don't get anything taken out.
At least if it's a Bank of America transaction.
Yeah, which a lot of people bank with.
And
Bank of
I don't
America.
think Zelle takes any out at all. I don't know how they make
here's
any
the
money.
deal. I'm a Truist guy, and I'm a Bank of America and for my personal, and then the business is Truist. Bubba, the Bubba Radio Network is Truist, and I Zelled $5 from my Bank of America to the Bubba Radio Network. And it was $5, and it was no fees.
I say you've sent me Zelle in the past, and I don't have either of those banks, and I didn't get dinged anything.
Yeah, I don't think you get dinged on the deal. So we're Zelle capable. Zelle, ZELLE at thebubbaarmy.com. And that just stacks right along with PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. And I hope that I hooked it up right so that I'll get a notification. If not, I'll get an email, and I can go refresh my emails during the breaks and give proper love and notice to those that need it. So Reggie Roundtree called you last night, Dan, looking for me.
Yeah, I was at the Yankees game. Judge was playing. We're having a good time in those great seats. Right on that,
your seats.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't know your dad was, for a while, the team doctor for the spring training Yankees.
He was, because
I
he was
did not
friends
know
with
that.
Steinbrenner. Yeah, so when they were here and they had issues, they'd call him.
Yeah, that's how you guys got these seats.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you guys just flam seats everywhere, don't you? Based
Sure
on Daddy Joe.
Thank God he helped us out.
Man, I mean, that's not a Steve connection or a Jay connection or a Dan connection. That's a Daddy Joe.
Sure is.
Just like the suite at the Bucks box.
Yep.
Daddy Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all because he offered his doctor services to these various teams.
Yep. Well, he started fixing hernias from some of the players, and then all of a sudden just became natural. He just was like, "You're here. You're an NFL doctor. You're a professional team physician," and so they decided to go ahead and take care of the
Who
Yankees.
all went to the game last night?
Just Danny, Ramin, and myself.
Oh, so it was a little family.
Yeah. Sophia had a
date?
ton of homework.
Oh, sorry.
A date?
She almost had a date, but she had homework instead.
I'm
Got
just
shut
telling
down.
you, man. She's beautiful. You're gonna you're gonna start having problems.
I
man.
got this kid from Hillsborough with like a mop on his head that likes her. So
Does she like him back?
little.
Is this the
crew
amateur
guy.
work?
Where's
Yeah.
Ramina stand in all this?
She's more, she's a little bit more enabling.
Like let her be a girl and let her
Right.
date.
The problem is
Right.
if you lock her down, and in like 2 or 3 years, it's going to backfire on you.
Right.
So you gotta kind of let her, do
Yeah.
her thing, but be smart about it.
Maybe just French kiss.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Wow, French kiss.
Poor
I was thinking,
Dan.
I was thinking hold hands, but
Yeah.
What is
She's
she?
such a kid,
She's
man.
15?
She's 15. Not even. Yes.
No,
She just turned 15.
Not even.
Hold on, not even. She just
turned 15. Barely.
literally just had her birthday.
Barely.
And she's 15.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Well, and she's pretty. And so let's think about what we were doing when we were 15.
Oh God.
No. Please.
Anna had braces and was
No, I was so
blowing,
gross. My parents
was
never had to
blowing-
worry about boys.
She was blowing the French horn.
Yeah, it was bad.
Philip-
It was really bad.
Philip would be like, if she's going to blow anything, she'll blow the horn.
Right, my dad's Russian.
but guys that are 15, 16, you'll do whatever it takes,
my
buddy.
God. When you're 15 or 16 as a guy, you're just straight the most horniest thing known to man. You're just starting to go through your testosterone. You're kind of starting that whole turning into a man deal, starting to get some hair on your. Well, you probably, you already got like some hair here and there. Your wiener is getting a little bigger.
It's amazing how it grows, though, in high school, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
it's unbelievable. You start off high school with like a 2-inch thing, and you end up at the end of high school with half a foot.
Yeah, well, I don't know if all of us were quite that lucky, Danny, but I'm just saying that you do.
By the way, half a foot, 6 inches, though.
I
So
know, but
just-
I mean, it gets.
No, I'm just saying. I'm telling Bubba.
Half a foot, like just laying there, it's nice.
Oh well.
Half a foot, fully erect is one thing, but just laying there half a foot, please. So yeah, you enter high school as a boy, and you kind of come out more towards a man, right? Because you got this. Well, I remember when I was in ninth grade or 11th grade, 10th grade, and you go in because back then they used to make a shower all together.
I know.
Like literally, and so you'd have these senior.
So they don't do that
guys.
anymore. They don't shower together?
I don't think
like
they do.
40 guys in the shower at once.
During school,
Yeah.
nobody ever showered when I was in school.
Same.
Really?
Yeah.
Never.
We had
never
like a
saw
little
someone in the shower.
locker. We had instructions on
Yeah.
how to shower.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like, oh my God, it was unbelievable. I mean,
It
they
was
literally
after
had like a
it was-
tutorial
it was
how to
after
shower.
PE class.
Yep.
And you had to go in there and shower, and there literally would be like 10 or 12 dudes. They had these showers that had like these little islands. It was like, they had like 4 heads to one little island. And, there'd be 4 dudes literally shoulder to shoulder to shoulder showering, and they'd have soap and stuff like that. Or did you have to bring your own soap? I think you had to bring your own soap, didn't you? I don't know.
Yes.
I think you did.
Yes.
You had to bring your own soap.
The only people at my school that would ever think about taking a shower would be like after football practice, and even then it was not all that common.
No, man, they showered the hell out of us, and so you'd be there as a 10th grader with this little wiener, just this little thing, and you'd be next to a guy like I can just specifically remember a guy named Terry Heil, and he was 2 years older than me. Full beard, full chest hair, and like a big relaxed dong.
Right.
Like when he's just, when you're showering with other boys, your dong, most guys' dongs are not, aroused because you're not aroused by that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just trying to, your dong's just hanging out. Your dong's in its natural dong state.
Yep.
Laying how it is. And so, and did you guys, I guarantee you guys did. You kind of tug on a little bit before you go to the shower to kind of stretch Armstrong it a little bit so it looks a little better.
Of course.
You get out your gym shorts, your jock strap or whatever you're wearing, and it's all, it's just played sports or did something, so it's a little traumatized.
Yeah, it's not doing much. All the muscle, all the blood's everywhere else.
Yeah, your blood, on your legs and everything like that, and plus your little wiener. It's you climb. You were doing something physical, and when I think, not that I've seen a wiener cam or anything like that, but I think that when a guy is doing something athletic, that your wiener kind of protects itself because it doesn't quite know what's going on.
Well, absolutely. And, one of the things is, in Roman times and in Greek times, actually more Greek times than the original
When
Olympics.
they put a leaf over it?
No, they would compete naked. And they would run and do everything, javelin, they do everything naked because when you're doing athletics, your dong is a non-issue.
Right.
And so it's like it's tucked in there.
I want the naked Olympics back immediately. Have you seen some of those high jumping chicks?
Yeah.
Dude, if we had naked Olympics, people would actually start watching again.
It would. It would.
Because no one watched the last couple Olympics.
Because all those
no one cared.
chicks are, I mean, except for maybe I wouldn't want to see the shot putters, but I'm
Or
just
the
saying.
Oh, I would.
Oh, you kidding me?
Anna.
The
All
shot putters?
pushed out with the buffalo hump.
No, you
here's
wouldn't see
That's my sport.
pole vaulters.
Here's Anna. Anna doesn't want to see the hot people. Anna wants to see the
Big
people.
girl nationals naked.
What was that disease that we called
Cushing syndrome.
Cushing
Yeah,
syndrome.
buffalo
I
hump.
was like, hell yeah, the buffalo hump
Let me.
with the pendulous abdomen, also known as a fupa.
I'd be like, Anna, I'm going to watch the 200-meter chicks.
That's nice.
And Anna would be
All
like,
day.
yeah, that's great. I'm watching the women's shot put.
I'll watch them hurdle.
And
Heavyweight.
I'm hot as hell.
I want to watch them hurdle.
Can you imagine, though?
And the high jump with that back
and the
arch?
girls, their boobs, and when they're running the 200, their boobs just flip-flopping everywhere, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice. Have you seen like some of the? I think there might be an Instagram about the world's hottest pole vaulters. Like,
some of them are unreal.
women
Yeah.
pole vaulters.
They're tall.
Oh, their asses. Somebody send me a
What was
link.
that
if
one
you
like
got-
that Jenke or whatever her name was? Her
The
name?
German chick.
Or Danish or something?
But also, Bubba, the 200-meter girls are unreal.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
the 100-meter girls are a little thick.
Yeah.
But the 200-meter girls are hot.
Yeah, the 100-meter girls, they're just made for
Football
for
players.
a burst.
Yeah, they look like running backs.
Whereas the 200-meter girls, those girls are like deer. You know,
Yeah.
like they got that.
Exactly.
They got like those really nice, strong hindquarters. And Lummy, what did you send me, my friend?
The hottest female pole vaulters.
Oh yeah, here we go.
That's what they mean.
This is what we got to see. Well, I don't know if
Oh, come on,
seen
man.
one.
Just-
Yeah, that
You'll
chick's-
notice that they have a very high waist to hip ratio. Like
Here are the
they don't have a
10
small
best
waist
female
and big
pole
hips.
vaulters in the
They're
world
very
in
up and down.
2020.
I like.
yeah, they are squares.
Yeah,
As
it makes
ranked
them
by
faster.
The International Association.
The hips
Big pole
take away
vaulter.
from your momentum.
Kyria 19.
Yeah,
She improved her personal best
No,
to
you don't.
4.30 meters.
Anna, Blitz. I mean,
Allison
9.
Stoke, Stokkke. That's who you're looking for.
Alice.
Oh,
Oh,
Stefanidi.
look at that.
Yeah.
Is she Greek?
Yep.
Or
Allison
Israeli?
Stoke, Lummy, and we're looking for that. Okay, Allison.
Looking for some Crete there.
Or maybe just the hottest female track and field athletes. Maybe like let's broaden it and not just stay in the pole vaulting arena.
Yeah, it's mostly the pole.
Let's
pole
stay.
vaulters.
Let's stay in the.
Yeah.
Let's stay more in the whole. Let's broaden it a little bit
Mm-hmm.
and make it track and field.
Oh,
Oh,
whoa,
wow,
Oh, yeah,
damn.
naked.
Now tell me she
That's a
couldn't-
different type of pole.
She wouldn't know how to take you right around the farm.
Oh, God.
Oh my God! Look at that.
It's a scary sport.
And the sport is amazing
It
how
really is.
they're able to bend that pole, and then they have to push themselves off like another
Mm-hmm.
3 feet off the pole. Here you go, Lummy. These are what the hottest.
Oh no, this is the chick that you,
Ooh.
Allison.
Oh, she went to
Stoke.
Berkeley?
Yeah, she went to Cal Berkeley.
Wow.
Oh yeah, she is just absolutely. What is she
Yeah.
a pole vaulter?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I want to see the ass if I could, please.
Imagine if she had kids with Jimmy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Jimmy's wife would kill her.
Yeah, Tanya would kill her. Good luck. Now you know it's not,
And she
she's not
serves.
showing any ass at all. Like I don't see any ass, Lummy.
You could see her compete, maybe.
It's interesting, though. There is zero ass.
Here we go. Somebody sent me.
I said that this is the top 10 beautiful women track and field.
This is.
Yeah.
All right, hold on here.
She's on it.
Number one. Hold on.
From-
Hold on. 19
Oh,
years
go.
old.
Yes.
Hold on here. 19. What, is she-
1.7
is she
meters.
Italian? Is that the Italian flag?
Kadari.
think
Yeah, green
so.
right. Well, yes, it's Italian.
Yeah.
Starts with the green.
19. Dan, you're the only person that knows what meters is. What's 1.7 meters
It's
in height?
15 centimeters, which is like, it's about 5'8".
Oh, beautiful. Perfect. And Dan, you're right. She's a 200-meter girl. This girl, Dalia
Kadari.
Kadaria. Oh. Well, that's a little big of an ass for
Oh,
us.
it's not.
No, it's
perfect.
not.
It's a little perfect of an ass.
She's wearing like briefs. Obviously, it's gonna stick out.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep. Doesn't even have to look over. Okay.
But I mean, oh my God,
Big
like
YES.
as nice as her as nice as her ass is, her face is even prettier.
I know. Exactly.
And think about and that ass ain't fat. That's power, my friends.
Oh, that's all muscle.
That's straight power.
That's not fat at all.
So I'm gonna pinch it.
Oh, I wanna put my face in it.
Okay.
Did I just say that? I'm so sorry.
Okay.
So sorry. I mean, right out of the shower, of course. You know, not after a track meet.
Dude, you can see right through what she's wearing.
Oh man.
Yeah. Arch.
Let's let her. Let's watch.
I want to hang out with Dan when the Olympics are on.
Yeah. Females only. Dan doesn't watch Mayo Olympics. Nope. I want to see the explosion. Hold on, ready? Oh, they didn't give us a close up of the explosion. Does she win?
Always. Even if she loses, she wins.
Hold on.
She goes home with a trophy every day.
Even if she finishes 8th, bitch is getting a gold medal by me. I'm telling you that right now.
I need you right now. Yeah, I need
what lane is she in?
I think she's in fifth place. But it looks like she's in fifth, but she's going to come around because she's got a shorter distance.
Get the stagger.
Yeah, get the stagger deal.
You don't really know until about this line right
straight
here.
away.
It's hard to tell.
Until you get past this 10.1 sign, until you get about right here, you can't really figure out what's what. Then it all just kind of evens out, like who's winning. I'll tell you what. Can I tell you who's not doing so swell? Is the woman in the far outside lane. She's not doing so swell.
Well, they always do that. The better competitors are in the center.
Hold on, is our girl winning?
She's winning, yes, by a large margin too.
Oh my God.
She wakes the
Oh my
trophy.
God, that's a huge lead.
Oh my God.
I love her.
Those ass muscles have a purpose.
Yeah. Look at her.
Hell yeah.
Oh
God damn,
God,
you're hot.
She's beautiful. It's like, yeah, I'm
By
hot.
the way, that's a group of nice asses.
All right, let's go to number. Is this number 2?
Do we need to even go further?
Yeah, you're right. Like just 2 through 10 count.
Yeah, those are some bad caps.
This is a mic dropper right here with her. I don't know if that's her or not, but
No, that's not her.
It's someone else.
All right,
Paulina.
Paulina. She's 21. She's a pole vaulter.
Now, she's like 5'11".
She didn't really do it for me. I don't.
Oh wow, that's a weird.
What does Dan
midsection.
think about this one?
That's kind of just a weird body.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to see the ass.
I mean, she's cute.
Her legs are super long.
Oh yes.
Yeah. It just, why is she wearing such high-waisted stuff?
She's just got like that square waist that Anna was talking about.
Yeah. They all have that. But she just has more fat in her
What's this
midsection.
girl wearing, a blanket?
I don't know.
She got a snuggie?
It's a big napkin.
Oh, to keep him warm, probably, obviously.
Let's see this chick pole vault.
She just skipped ab day. Yeah, take that towel off. Oh yeah.
There you go.
Off.
You know that
Dan was their coach. No clothes. Practical clothes.
Oh, that's okay. You're still pretty. Yes, I've seen her before. This girl I've seen.
Now we're number 3.
She's from
Levchenko.
Anna, help me with the pronunciation on this, please.
Yulia Levchenko.
And she's a high jumper.
Yes.
So
Ukraine.
we've had a 200 meter, we've had a pole vaulter, and now we're onto a high jumper.
Now, high jumpers have nice abs, and they are thin, and they
they're
are tall. And she is pretty. And imagine her doing this naked as you watch
I
her.
got to tell you who's thin and tall, and that's Emily from your office.
Yes, she could be a high jumper.
Yes, she could.
She just doesn't have the.
She gave me my Botox yesterday, and she
just got engaged.
She did. Oh,
taken right off the market.
By who? Who's the pimp?
So he's like a doctor. He's a young doctor. I think he's an ER doctor or something like that.
I just score for him.
Yeah,
and her.
She's taller than he is.
Yeah, well, she is.
That won't last.
She is beautiful.
That won't last.
She is she is hot. And by the way, she's the one that's doing the Ozempic deal from Dr. Dan's office. It doesn't matter. If you're Bubba Army, man, and you want to get on this Ozempic deal and lose some real weight, and call Dr. Dan's office. She'll get you set up. She'll send you your dosage. She'll show you how to do your shot. She'll get, and now the way Dr. Dan's office is doing it, because I went yesterday and picked up my supply, And now they used to send you this bottle and four insulin syringes and tell you how much to pull out of the bottle.
Too complicated.
Now they just send you 4 preloaded syringes.
So much easier.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh my God! And it's in an ice pack and the whole 9 yards. And realistically, all you have to do, you could live in Oregon. You just got to do a telemed conference with her. She's a physician assistant. And this is what Dan's doing now. And most places are charging like, $500-600 a month. Dan's charging $350. It's about half of what I think Big Red got a pretty good deal on it. His was like, I think $500.
Yeah, I think $500 is like the bargain price, and $700 is like the full price that some people are paying.
Like the Miami bitches are paying? Right. Well, Dan's got it whittled down to $350 just because you're Bubba Army. And all you got to do is call the office when it opens, or even I think you can call and leave a message, can't you?
Yeah, it may roll over to me. Wait till 9.
Wait till 9. 8888 Diacos, Diacos. And just say, hey, I listened to Bubba, and I'm interested in the Ozempic thing, and they'll get you the right, to the right person, Emily, or leave a message for Emily, and she'll call you back, set up a telemedicine deal. It's all online, Zoom, whatever. And next thing you know, they ship your 4 preloaded syringes out, and it literally, you give yourself a shot either in the belly or the arm or something like that, and it's a mosquito bite hurts more than it.
Mm-hmm. It's easy. It's really easy. And the diet is like you're not even on a diet. You don't even feel like you're on a diet. You just don't feel like eating as much.
Well, yeah, it really, you still can eat your spaghetti and you can still eat your lasagna. You just won't eat as much of it.
Right.
And, like this morning, all I've had is, I have had 2 90-calorie keto protein bars. Just because I was ready to make myself a big breakfast. I'm like, am I making this breakfast because I'm truly hungry, or am I just making it because I repetitiously make it?
There you go.
And
breaking old habits.
So
it's essential. The essential success. The essential ingredient to success in weight loss is breaking old habits.
Right.
And creating new ones.
Yes, and creating new ones. Just like with cigarette smoking. You can't smoke.
By the way, you're supposed to be done by Monday.
Monday. Yep. Monday's my last day.
Sunday's your last day.
Well, I mean, I have to quit on that day. So if I quit on that day.
Yeah. Well, you can't be smoking. You might probably smoke a carton from here. From
I plan to.
From you might want to drive the old Porsche so you can smoke in it, and you might have like 5 going at once in your entire mouth.
I really may.
Because when you get here, you can't. Like the official quit date is the 19th, which is Monday, but
anytime
more
on
importantly,
Monday.
6 a.m.
No, it's not arbitrarily at 6
a.m. You can't burn heaters during the break.
Hold on. 19th is a Sunday.
Oh, it is.
So I'll be quit. Yeah, I'll be quit by Monday.
So you won't be burning heaters between the breaks because I'm going to be watching.
I know.
You know.
Have you slowed down at all?
Have you slowed down at all?
A little bit. A little.
A little bit.
No,
you haven't.
5%. 5%.
I think you forgot that you even. I think that you forgot that you even set this date, and you're hoping we all forgot it.
Yeah, I thought it was next month, but
why
thought March 19th was next month.
Why did you just arbitrarily, proclaim I'm going to stop smoking March 19th?
3 months after Dad died.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He did ask that. He was begging.
He did?
Yeah.
He smoked though, right?
He was a former...
Off and on.
One of the most famous pictures
That's
is him on the sideline.
Yeah, it was at his funeral.
Burning a red Marlboro.
Right.
Even the priest made a comment about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like no F's given.
Nope.
I'm gonna burn this heater right here on the sidelines. Right?
Absolutely. He would smoke literally on the sidelines at the games.
Yeah, he didn't care.
Well, back then it was cool.
Yeah. It was loud.
But now he did. He quit what? Maybe 10, 15 years ago?
Maybe 10.
Okay. And then he asked you, when he was still fairly coherent and stuff, Dan. Now, can you imitate your dad? How because he was stiff. He was loving, but he was no nonsense.
But he just said, "Promise me, Dan, you'll stop smoking." Okay.
Yeah.
I can't really do a Joe imitation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't either. Other than it's just Dan, promise me you'll stop smoking.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And would you say I will, Dad?
Yes, Dad.
What's the biggest fight you ever got into with your dad?
I never got in a lot of fights with him. We didn't really lock horns much. It really was
But you did,
very unusual.
I mean, nonetheless, you probably have had
Not
one.
really, not a lot. No, really not.
What's been your biggest family fight of all? With who? Steven? Or Jay at the time at the condo up north?
When you guys hit each other.
No, I think it had nothing to do with
Mm-hmm.
Steven or with Jay. It had to do with me, and it's a topic I can't talk about on the radio. But everybody was really mad. Let's just say everybody was really mad.
I'm probably familiar with the situation.
I think
but
you are.
I'm talking about like with regards to things that we can talk about. What's the hardest you've ever locked horns with either Steven or Jay?
Or Dad, Dad was maddest, I think, when he found out that I had a Harley Davidson in New Orleans. And the only reason he found out was my registration got sent to my mom's house, who called Dad, and then he...
Arlene, Joe, do you know that Danny's got a Harley up in New Orleans?
Your mom narked on you?
Yeah, hell yeah, she did.
She did.
What? Danny's got a Harley up in New Orleans. Now, Joe, you know that those are very dangerous.
Oh, he knows. He does not like motorcycles.
No, but she didn't help your cause out either.
Oh, God, no.
She was like, and so she probably gave him all the info he needed. Yeah. Then he blew a call into you, and he's like, Dan, you got yourself a Harley up there?
He's like, sell it. He didn't even say anything. He just got on the phone and goes, sell it immediately. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, you got a effing motorcycle? I'm like, yeah. I go, sell it immediately. Okay. How do you even know about it? Your registration came to Florida. I'm like, oh, God.
And your mom called me, right?
Yeah. He was so mad.
Now, she didn't tell you to sell it. He did.
Yeah, well, she didn't have to.
She blew the order in, though.
Yeah.
Right.
She blew it in, and all of a sudden he executed. Yeah. One of my favorites of all time.
Look at this one. This woman, this
Ukrainian.
Yeah. Where the hell is she right now?
See, that's
fighting?
the only reason I really support the war in Ukraine is because it's sending a lot of Ukrainian refugees to America, and we get a lot of girls like that.
We
here.
need her.
We need more like that than people from I'm not going to say
El Salvador.
The asshole countries.
We'll take all of these you can send us.
Please send us 1,000 of these.
Yeah, we'll
take all the other ones back.
We'll green light these immediately. Give them some benefits, some walking around cash.
Free phone.
Because she's a good athlete, right? That's what we're going with?
Yes. You know what? No, Blitz, because she's a good person.
Exactly. Because she's loving.
Yes. She's a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah, her last Instagram post is her and her husband or boyfriend kissing on a bench.
Oh,
nice.
Leave her over there.
Stay in the war zone. Bitch.
grab a gun and start fighting.
Yeah, this girl's spectacular.
I'll tell you, these
with a soldier boy dance.
These high jump man things are unbelievable. Oh man.
She's so
I
good.
am losing my mind.
I know. I mean, she could have clown makeup. She'd still be hot.
Spain?
24-year-old. Yeah, she's the triple jumper. Fatima?
Yeah, it's like the hop, the skip, and the jump.
Yeah,
Is
but
that
listen,
Spain's
hold on. You can make fun of that all you want.
hard,
But that is hard.
Oh, I understand. I'm not
I mean,
making fun
you
of
couldn't
it.
do it.
Oh,
I
no,
bet you
not at
couldn't
all.
do it. Please. Oh, okay.
Red? Well, not really Red's type.
No, hell no.
Way too
She's
small for
thin.
Red.
She's hot. Yeah, she's needs to put on $150 for Rhett, but for me, part of my bucket list is I've never been with an African American woman, and that's one of the things I want to say I do.
She's Spanish.
Well, she's African American Spanish, ain't she?
Well, I don't know how American
She's
she is.
African American.
Yeah, I don't think she's American
Spanish.
at
Let me
all.
tell you something. Her skin tone is dark, and I need that.
One of them Congo kids.
Yeah, I got to have that Congo kid.
Her parents are Senegalese.
There you go.
Oh,
look at that boy.
Hold on. That might be the nicest ass. That might be the nicest
That's
ass
pretty
I
strong.
have ever seen on a woman. Ever.
Pretty good.
Why
Why could she wear that though? I mean, that's like
why wouldn't you?
I love it, but how do they get away with that?
If I had an
It
ass
rides
like,
up when they hit the ground.
but still right up. That is.
Well, these athletes need to hit the ground more often.
My God.
That's what I'm saying. Naked Olympics, Bubba. We
My
all watch
God, look at that. I mean, that is just
Yeah, it's
pure
strong.
power.
Yeah.
Power and beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Man, woman, whatever your name is.
it. Man, woman.
God.
That sounded weird.
You are
Man, woman.
No, I'm saying.
Take me.
Man,
I'm
dot,
saying
dot, dot.
man.
Woman.
Man, exclamation point. Wow.
Yeah.
My Lord, you're beautiful.
She was born in Spain, but her parents are Senegalese.
Great, whatever.
She's African.
She's got.
So she's African Spanish.
That's probably, honest to God, the nicest ass I've ever seen.
It may be.
The javelin
Ever.
throw.
Julia Hankanlakanuva.
Was that Switzerland? Where is
No,
that from?
it's a Balkan state because of her last name, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, whatever. She's way
Dawn
too.
Spears.
Yeah, like you want to date her. Man, you try to run away from her.
Slovakia,
halfway down the
maybe?
block, she spears you.
Can you imagine that?
I'm out of here. Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
Yes.
you start. Well, I'll let you
Slovakia.
start running, and then she
catch her in
spears
the back of
you in
the
the
thigh.
back. Yeah. I like how she's twisting that javelin.
Oh, she looks a little different now.
Better? Different?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, you didn't even make it to the first
What if she
thing. Get the hell
spears one
out
of
of
those
here.
people?
It's happened before.
Well, technically, isn't it supposed to stick too?
Yeah, get out of here. With your girdle control, I need one of
Your
those.
girdle. I wore a girdle.
Hold on, Bubba. Here. This is her last picture on Instagram.
Yeah,
She got some jugs on her.
She looks like you a little bit, Anna.
Not anymore.
No.
I mean, she's still hot, but
Right. This is
Oh, that's good. Oh,
Okay,
come on.
God bless her.
God bless.
I mean, she's still pulling
she's
her off.
still-
I'd
yeah,
blast the hell out of her.
She's got some nice jugs.
Yeah.
She throw a rock at you right in the back of the head.
Yeah, man. You can't play Pepper with this bitch.
All right.
Back to Ukraine.
Oh,
Yes.
way too man, way
Bomb.
too. I love skinny girls, but my lord, she's way too skinny.
But
She's
is she?
tall. No.
No boobs at all.
No,
Well,
but slap some Diacos on her and she's
Easy.
killing it.
Yeah, slap some me's on her. Say
Look
it,
at
Dan.
her. She looks like
Dan,
slap-
when you talk about
Slap
Diacos, you
some
should
me's
say
on her.
slap some me's
Yeah,
on her.
slap
Say
some
it.
me's on that
Yeah,
chick. That's all
slap
she needs.
some my last names on that bitch right
Yeah.
now immediately.
She's pretty.
Yeah, she is.
She is beautiful.
She looks like that girl from God, what's that girl's name?
All right, hold on. She's in the Buffalo stance, getting ready to. Okay, there I go. What is she, a triple jumper?
I don't know.
I think it's a long jump. It's a long jump.
Long. See it right there.
Yes. So skinny, and yet she still has a nice butt.
But her ass is not near like the African American girl, Spaniard girl.
She looks like that girl from Twilight. That's who it is. The girl from Twilight.
Oh, Kristen Stewart?
Yeah, she's
you're
like
right.
a pretty version of Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
A pretty skinny version with a nice butt. Tall. Call me.
And that girl looks hungry. Yeah, you need to put a set
You
of
need some me's on you. You
put-
need me on you.
Yeah, if she had a set of U's.
Yep.
On
I
her,
use.
I mean, her face is beautiful. Ivonia Didoc. She's a heptathlon.
That's 7
5
events.
Oh, 7, yeah.
Oh. Hold on. She looks like Hogan's ex-wife.
Yeah, a little bit. She's like good at a lot, but not great at anything.
Hold on, let's see. Man,
that's
that
pretty
bitch can
strong.
long jump. Wow. We gotta see the ass. Let's see if the camera
It's going to be good.
It should be good.
Yeah.
All right.
I gave her 10th place.
Not like the African American girl.
She gets 10th. No, not like that. That girl's butt was legendary. I mean, legendary.
Here's number 9.
Yeah, she has a bit of a pendulous abdomen.
Oh, my God.
Look at that flopping.
She's a flippy flopper.
Yeah.
Oh.
Angry but hot.
Angry.
Like that, almost like Jen at your office.
Yes, exactly. She has
Nice
some
ass,
abs,
bad
though.
attitude.
Nice abs.
You like abs like that?
I like.
Yeah.
Yes,
Or is it
I
too
do.
much?
No, that's
No,
perfect.
that's nice.
And that brown hair pulled back into a ponytail. Oh,
Straight hair.
Yeah. Now the only thing would make this girl. I mean, I got to see her ass. Obviously, if you're, a track and field girl, you probably can't have a set of Dans on you.
It probably slows you down a little bit.
But when you retire, you're going right, right over to Diaco Plastic Surgery Center.
You don't think those abs are tattooed?
No, those abs are not. Are yours tattooed?
Yeah, mine are tattooed.
She's got some power on her.
She's got power.
yeah, she does.
Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Everything is good. Looking great. Let's see the ass.
Where's she from?
I don't know.
Oh, Get all sandy and dirty.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice ass.
Yeah.
A little
She
flippy.
needs to wear a different pants though.
Pants.
Well, bottoms like the other girl. The girl from Syndicated.
Oh, she was Australian.
Oh,
Trying to see if there's any more.
this girl looks Aussie.
Yeah, strong.
Is she Brazil? I'm guessing Brazilian.
Wow.
Or Aussie.
Wow.
Oh, that's not how you do it.
No, that is exactly how you do it.
Maybe she just
She's
needed.
cute.
Maybe she had already won the event and she just needed to
Run one more time.
Yeah.
Do another try or whatever.
Dance.
Oh yeah, I won.
She's from
Still
Lithuania.
Yeah.
Oh, where's Lithuania at?
It's one of the Baltic states. It's up in the north of the. It's like northwestern, eastern Russia, Eastern Europe.
I think it borders Russia, maybe.
Yeah, it's close, right by the Black Sea.
All right, I'm done. Enough of all the athletes, and we got.
Borders Belarus and Latvia
Is that where it is?
and Poland.
Yeah, it's up there.
So you got a call from Reggie last night.
Mm-hmm. He was all fired up.
Reggie
And
Roundtree.
Reggie Roundtree.
Yeah.
And what happened?
He said that he heard something and he was just hanging out with his wife, and he opens his door, and he sees this guy beating up his mom.
Oh.
And obviously,
like a neighbor?
yeah, I don't know what it was, and he can probably describe it better now because I was literally at the ball game
By the
trying
way,
to understand the story.
Blitz, it looks like I'm getting my Zells for my email, and John Lucas, $100.
Nice.
$100.
Jay Gator.
on the.
I believe he sent it to the wrong address, but at least you still got it.
Okay.
That's why you didn't get the notification on your phone.
Oh, okay. Well, it's asking me to enroll to receive.
Right,
and
because I think he sent it to your a different email.
Oh.
They won't link the extra email.
Well, they're gonna make me
I know.
enroll it.
Just in case anyone wants to know, because a few people have tried to send it and said it's not there. I checked; it works fine for my account. It's Zelle ZELLE at thebubbaarmy.com.
Yeah, this guy sent it to Bubba at thebubbaarmy.com.
Right, and you don't have a Zelle hooked up to that.
No. So I don't know if I can even accept that. I don't know if it counts.
Grouper Lip said he sends it to the right one, so you should get that.
I should be getting up. I'm not getting any updates via text. I thought I signed up for it, and I'll keep refreshing my email, and I'll have to looks like I'm gonna have to do it through email. So anyway, Danny, go ahead. So Reggie Roundtree's neighbor is beating the crap out of his girlfriend.
Mom.
His mom.
He was fighting his mom. That's what he said.
The hell?
And so he immediately decided to intervene. He dives on the guy, and then he's struggling with the guy, and then his wife comes out and puts a chokehold on him, which allows
Tree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which allows the two of them to restrain the guy until the police come, who promptly arrest the guy. And he's all scraped up.
And he's all scraped up?
Yeah, it was a good story when he was telling it to me, and he said you can call him.
The pictures.
Yeah, well, he's probably
Come on, man.
No,
Silly ass.
I'm just not now. A little bit later.
Oh,
Poor
okay,
guy went
okay.
through a
Yeah.
major fight last night.
Yeah,
he's
might
got
be a little- he might be a little tired.
We'll call him later. All right.
The Bubba Radio Network will return after this.
Yeah. Well, he was all fired up when he was talking to me. It was like talking to Mayfield after the fight.
Those are the pictures Dan sent me.
More cosign. Voluntary twist job, 38 months.
Oh shit, he's all fucked up.
Yeah, you got a real throwdown.
So there's a part of Russia that's not connected to Russia?
Yeah, 67 Scout.
This Kaliningrad?
Oh, really?
It's Russian.
Not continuous.
Look.
Yeah, interesting.
Huh.
I got that picture. Is that the Baltic Sea? Not the Black Sea.
Baltic? Oh yeah,
It's
Baltic
the Baltic
Sea.
Sea. That's why they call it the Baltic States.
Yep. And this is the Black Sea.
This is the one on the bottom. This Crimea is black.
Funny face,
Huh. I wonder what they're doing there in Kaliningrad.
It's a cold water port, though.
Yeah.
Freezes up.
Must be awkward for these people.
Where are you gonna be? Barry McCuckner, 6 months.
What up, motherfuckers? Dude, I'm losing so much muscle. It's not even funny.
Good morning at Maria, Guatemala.
What up, Grouper Lips? Bourbon.
What's up,
All right.
I'll just say that when I'm by myself sometimes.
What's
Okay.
up, Hall of Fame, Iggy McGillicuddy? Past it. What's his God? Good morning.
Good morning, it says right here. Well, I think intermittent fasting has me eating less, so not having as much food, so I can't make as much protein. And then secondly, I only weight train like once or twice a week now, because I'm doing jujitsu.
Jerk me.
So my average fast is usually anywhere from 20 to 24 hours. During the week, usually I only have 1 meal a day, around 2 p.m.
Yeah, no way. Church phone, 36 months. IB Rad 247. 3 months.
Yes,
In
queen.
advance. Nice. IB Rad. Good morning, Alex Q 189.
Morning, Stop and Go, Steve. Good morning, Cervix Bruiser. Morning, Alex Q. Coffee's especially good today.
Sweet, Isaac.
Good morning, Trickest of Knees.
IB Rad 247.
Trick me, actually. That always just makes me laugh.
Sub the Riggs.
Trickest of Knees.
139 months. Zell at TheBubbaRB.com.
I got some.
There you go.
But it looks like I'm having to go into my bank.
Oh shit. Zell at TheBubbaRB.com.
Trickus of knee.
Trickest of Knees.
Trickus of knees.
Sweet. IB Rad 247. You're welcome.
Morning, Bump Walls.
Car pack.
Lumber.
Morning, that's up testicle.
With
Thank you.
what do we do? I want to blow it up because he just fucked me. How about that?
That's something we need to talk through
I know.
with Steven and
I know. Steve was amenable to my plan of action. Because he's irritated too.
we could just get our shit right up in another scandal now, can't we, cousin?
Sure can, dude. Right in the middle of it all.
And it would be the biggest shitstorm in the history of the world.
That would be awesome.
Oh, shit. And I'm assuming we would be the delivery mechanism. I'm assuming.
I think that may be the way to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
No, yeah,
I have a couple other options.
Well, it insulates everybody else.
Get my text.
It insulate.
Get my text and look at the website.
But we got far more than this.
Way more than that.
Right. That's just that. This
But
is
that
just,
even confirms the suspicion.
right. Right. That just that puts A to B.
Sunbelt Rental Studios. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Bubba, what's the deal, man? We working or we shooting? Who else shows his ass like this? Who tries to take it back like this? Who makes Bubba mad like this? What kind of pills make him act like this? Yeah, you know it's hootie, 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 hootie. Straight to the bar, hops off the welding rig. Sways when he stands, he can't feel his legs. Gets tuned up and sends Bubba a text. Gets no reply, then Hootie gets pissed. Pills and drinks, how he gets it might be manic depressive. He's gonna pass out after texting. I'll tell you right now, who else shows his ass like this? Who tries to take it back like this? Who tries to make Bubba mad like this? What kind of pills make him act like this? I tell you it's Hootie, 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 Hootie. Stepped on the white shoes of Blitz. 1 in 99 reasons why Bubba hates him. Time to repossess a busted cream machine this week. He's late on payments, might not ever pay again. Right before the barb, he really screwed this up. Abandoned in the truck, Crick had to pick him up. Hooty's gonna cry, Hooty's gonna lie. Gonna try to flip, make Bubba the bad guy. Cut the cream machine in half, yo. After showing up to pay cash, Hooty wants a deal. Hang a TV off the side, yo. Bubba makes him pay the AGs to the BRN. Hooty, 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 Hooty. 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 You're fired, Hooty. I hate you. Unless you start paying me on time, which is the 15th of the month. You owe me 8 G's. I need some new shoes for Blitz, too. And you're not getting a bust. And you need to pay me $5,000 next year to get a ring. Maybe not even that. Merch Crick might lose it in the mail.
I just heard that last little bit, and that was...
It's a little dig at the Merch Crick.
It's a little dig at the Merch Crick, Carlos. I don't appreciate that.
Merch Crick is the one that moved 10 times.
Yeah. She sent you your ring on what the address that you had on file, and you've moved, and you didn't, and you were too stupid to put in it costs $1 to go to the post office and have mail forwarding after you've moved. $1. So she sends it. Well, you guys don't even understand, man. It's just been a complete nightmare because the Merch Crick called the police department. I mean, you don't understand, man. She just, really follows through. So she sends Carlos his ring, and it's to the address that she has on file that we've sent Carlos his ring before to. He moved. He didn't put a forward address gimmick in. So it gets delivered to the address. Well, there's some kids living there.
Nice.
And they got it. And so they, of course, Merch Crick calls the postal inspector. And the postal inspector actually goes down there. And now, in order to get the postal inspector to go down there, Merch Crick had to get a hold of the local office, get the tracking number,
that's a whole ordeal in and of itself.
Oh, yeah. Talk to a woman, go down to the post office down here by the airport, meet with a woman, show her, the address that we sent it to, all this kind of, I think Blitz, she actually had to get into ShipStation or Stamps.com, whatever we use, and print all that out and match it with their information. Then they called the postal inspector. The postal inspector for where Carlos lives went to that house, talked to these two kids. Of course, they're like, man, we don't even know, dude. Of course they don't know. Of course they got it.
Right.
And so hold on. Then the Merch Crick calls the agency, the police department that's in that jurisdiction, and files a report. And then the Merch Crick, let me better you one more time, gets a list of all the pawn shops that are around there and call. I mean, you don't understand. She's really worked her ass off on trying to locate this ring for Carlos, and then Carlos puts that dig in there.
Man.
She
I understand your frustration.
I mean, that's just so disrespectful to her. She tries her absolute hardest for free, and she takes that my merch department's never been ran more efficiently and followed through, and then for Carlos to put that little... Now, meanwhile, she's been in touch with Carlos, and Carlos has been super cool. And it's like, listen, don't worry about the ring. It's my fault. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's cool. Like Carlos, up until that little dig right there, you from what I've heard from the Merch Creek, that you've been super cool. You're like, man, it's my own fault. Like, don't even worry about it. And so, like, you've been super cool. Why would you put that dig in there? I mean, I know we rib and there's jokes and we're working and all that kind of, but that's just not cool. Our Zelle does work. I don't got it hooked up to my cell phone where it sends me a text, but it does email me. James Burnett was the first to give us money. James Jordan, Trick Knee, Nathaniel Smith, all on the new Zelle deal. We are now officially on Zelle. A lot of people are like, why are you on Zelle? I don't have PayPal, I don't have Cash App, and I don't have Venmo, but I got Zelle. And by the way, Zelle costs, I'm assuming with most banks, regardless of where you bank, it costs you nothing.
Right.
I think it's free.
And it costs the sender nothing and the receiver.
Now, John Lucas, you might want to cancel that, buddy, and use the right Zelle address, and that's ZELLE, Zelle at thebubbaarmy.com. Trickney Ashley figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Nathaniel Smith figured it out. James Jordan figured it out. James Burnett figured it out. So, John Lucas, just resend that because you can unsend it. You know what I'm saying? I think you can unsend it. And if not, I guess I can probably reject it, right? I might be able to reject it.
I mean, if you don't accept it to the wrong address, then it doesn't ever go through, but it takes a few weeks to cancel out or something.
Right. Hold on.
So.
Lose it in the mail.
That's not what I wanted, damn it. I had it at the very end of it. Anyway, Carlos, I'm never playing this song again.
Oh.
and man, you know what? It's going right in the trash.
Oh
no!
So when Anna does trash today, she'll see the little Hootie disc
sure
in
will.
there.
And now Hootie's upset too.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean the song's kind of about him.
Oh God!
I almost
just get drunk and forget who.
We can send it to him. He can play it in the cream machine.
Just get drunk and play it in your cream machine that won't run because you blew it up, and while you're going to the courthouse to get an official divorce.
He blew up his cream machine?
Yeah, I've heard it won't run now. Zachary Ferreto, $20 in the Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and Zelle, all at the Bubba Army, and with zealots.com. So, Dan, the information that now listen, I don't think you can. I'm not trying to be a dick to anybody, but I want you not to tell anybody here that.
Right, I'm not.
And it's not any disrespectful to Blitz or Anna or Lummy. It's just
hot.
the least amount of people that know about it because it's
too much.
We may not even be able to do it.
Right. I agree.
We may not be able to do it.
But, I had to share what I had with you at this point.
Dan gave me some information that came from some very reliable sources and it's about a very powerful person. That's all we're going to say. Not man, not female, nothing. It's just a very powerful person.
Mm-hmm.
And this very, very powerful person is supposedly not doing some is doing some unethical stuff nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that.
And this powerful person, supposedly Dan's connect, his source, if you will, because Dan, now you're part of the media, so now you have sources, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have a source.
And so Dan's source is like ironclad.
Yes.
This isn't like Dan personally knows this source.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And I will not divulge my source.
No, you will not. You don't have to.
I don't.
And this source claims that this very powerful person is doing something very bad. And this source claims that this very powerful person, and this source says that this source has all the documentation to back up their claim.
Mm-hmm.
And we just have to probably meet with Steve, Jay, Tom Bean, kind of maybe Mark Tate, just all the heads of
all the oligarchs.
All the heads of our mafiosa family, so to speak.
All the generals.
And leave the freezers in the phone.
Mm-hmm.
The phones in the freezers. Yeah, put the freezer in the phone. Right, that's going to work out. Put the phones in the freezers. Maybe meet at the carriage house. I don't know. And hash this out as to, what we do with it. There could very well be that this person is so powerful that the oligarchs within our family say no.
You don't want your yachts taken away?
Well, because trust me, we will be the delivery mechanism of this information, right? We will be the one to disseminate it.
I think that would probably be the best way to do it since we are media.
We are media, and I am noted for just, say,
for nuclear explosions.
Remember the Bucks bomb that I had?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it went clear down to the 11th hour.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, the Bucks called iHeart and said, if you want to ever have a media pass, ever broadcast a deal, ever blah, 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 that you will tell the guy that's on 98 Rock that's supposed to blast this at 9:15 that he will not. And it went to like 9 o'clock. And next thing you know, Orville Redenbacher, better known as Dan DiLoretto, walks in and said, Hey, guy. Can I talk to you for a minute? I go, no, Dan. I'm in the middle of my show. I know, guy. Listen, he's always trying to jive. He's like, I know, guy. Hey, what would it take for you not to give that information on the air? I go, Dan, I knew damn well this was going to happen. You guys were going to come down here, screw with me last minute. This stuff's really, I got, come on, Dan, don't be doing. Listen, buddy, I just don't think you need to be doing that. I think they may have given me like 10 grand. I really do.
Damn.
I think they gave me, if I remember right, I think Tom was involved, and I think I got like 10 grand out of him.
Really?
For not to drop that, yeah. Nowadays, Honor, they just fire you. If you say, hey, I got some information, I'm going to give it out on the radio, and corporate says, no, you're not. You're like, yeah, I am. You can't tell me what to do. And then they'll go, if we give you 10,000, will you not do it?
Oh, yeah.
So I talked to Tom. Tom's like, listen. So then I was supposed to do the Bucks bomb at 9:15, like on a Thursday. So then I'm like, okay, 9:15 comes along. I'm like, listen, my handlers are getting a bunch of calls from a whole bunch of different people. So I'm going in right after the show today to go meet with it. This is just, but I'm doing it tomorrow, Friday. One of the players, I'm not mentioning who, even got a hold of Fabrizi and had Fabrizi walk across the street. Of course, he didn't have a shirt on. Walk across the street and say, Bubba, you can't do this. You're going to ruin families, and you're going to, you just can't do it. Did you get any calls when that was happening, Dan?
None. I was completely out of that one.
Yeah. So then Tom Bean came over to the house. Now, Tom Bean never came to my house.
He came to your house?
Yeah.
I mean, how many times did he come to your house?
In my life?
3? 4.
3, 4. That was one of them. He pulls up in his Benz. The one I used to own.
What happened to it?
Merch Crick totaled it. Bitch.
He's going to take that CD right out of the trash.
Now when I go to
wipe it off.
I used to be able to show up to fancy restaurants like I will tomorrow night in a Benz that looked like it was kind of fancy. Now I'm going to show up in an F-150 like I'm straight from the farm.
It's a nice one, though.
It is. It's nice.
I mean,
but
technically, the F-150 is way nicer of a car.
and worth more.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying.
But to the common eye, Blitz.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no.
To the common eye, it's not.
You have a snazzy dinner this weekend?
Yeah, I'm taking my mom for her birthday.
Say it where you're taking her.
Oh, yeah. To a place you were invited not to be investor to.
Oh.
But your brother.
Which one?
Boujon or whatever the hell it's called.
Yes, Boujon.
Yeah, Boujon.
Bouillon.
Yeah. Bijan Frise.
Bouillon Frise. Downtown Water Street. Got to wear my big boy pants, my big boy button down.
Nice.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
I will. You want to join?
Nope.
Dan's gonna order the seafood tower.
Stop.
I got a nice
Dad.
I got a nice little cake for Janie Cakes.
Nice.
And we're gonna go back to my mom doesn't come to my apartment very much ever.
Mm-hmm.
She camps out at Tara's house.
Well, she's much closer to Tara, too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. She lives in Land O'Lakes. Tara lives in Lutz, and I live, off of West Shore Boulevard. So, anyway, they're coming to my apartment for some cake afterwards.
Oh.
And so that's what my Saturday night's going to entail. But
Very
anyway,
cool.
Dan and I got some red hot information, and it's so hot. Like usually
My fingers are burnt.
Usually I just blurt things out
Right.
and deal with it. This is like for me to have to say, listen, we need to sit down and talk.
Pump the brakes.
We need to smash the brakes on this one, not pump. We need to lock all 4 tires up.
Yeah, come to a screeching halt.
Hope that we don't hit, that we can control it, and we come to a complete stop. Get out of the car and run. I mean,
this actually would have literally international implications.
Okay, let's just stop.
Oh man, you really want me to play 20 questions right now?
No, that bitch will pare you right down to nothing. She'll have you painted into a corner. She's the best at it. Do not speak to that woman to your left.
Dan has information on Xi Jinping.
Right.
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
So anyway, this stuff, the stuff that I got. Oh my God, we're pumping the brakes. We're running out of the car, and we're gonna have to have a family meeting about this. And I need no less than these people to attend: Tom Bean, Jay Diaco, Steven Diaco, and maybe
Jimmy.
Nah, this isn't a Jimmy deal.
Okay.
This is, although Jimmy will. I'd tell Jimmy about it.
Sure, of course.
But maybe Mark Tate, and just because he's another old school Tampa tally. You know it now. Dan, is it a racial slur to call an Italian man a tally?
I'm not familiar with that term, so you can call it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Doesn't
What
offend
about
me.
the G word?
A Guido?
Yeah.
Guido is a name. It's a name.
Yeah, it's a Guido.
It's a name.
So all the Tampa high powerful Guidos will be there. Tom Bean's not a Guido. He's a Mainer. And what do you think? And then the guy that has the information, he needs to be there too.
Yeah.
But so hold on. So let's look at these power players, okay? Steve, Tom Bean, Jay Diaco, me, you, and Mark Tate. What do you think the vote goes?
I think the vote goes Jay no, Steven yes.
Jay says no to everything.
He says no to everything.
Starts out with a no.
Yeah, it's a no.
His baseline's a no. We might be able to talk him into a yes, but just right out of the box, it's a no. Steve is a yes. Tom is a...
I don't know what Tom is.
I don't know what Tom is.
Bubba's a yes.
I'm a yes. You're a yes.
You're a yes.
I don't know what Tate is.
You do or don't?
I don't. So Tate and Bean are the two.
And the source is another person that's got to
Ryan, thank you so much for the Cash App, buddy.
Have input.
Yeah, but the source.
But I think we can insulate the source.
I don't think the source would be giving you this potential data if the source didn't want it out.
Well, he's like, I don't know if I want to be involved. Like,
no, he doesn't have to be involved.
He doesn't have to be involved, exactly.
By the way, the guy that sent it the wrong way, Blitz, John Lucas, now officially sent it the right way.
Yeah, Jay Gator.
Yeah, Jay Gator. Thank you. $100 on the Zelle.
Yep. And he said he'll just let the other one expire. And
yeah, perfect. On the Zelle. So yes, we're on Zelle now. So the guy, the person that has the information, of course he doesn't want to be involved. None of these guys want to be involved. It's you and me. Actually, it's not even you. It's me.
No, I want to be involved.
Well, you may not want to be.
Do I not?
I mean, Dan. I mean, you're way more screwable with than I am.
But you know what?
No. But what I'm saying is just let me take all the heat, because this would be some stupid thing that I would say. And
okay,
and
you're right.
No, because I mean,
yeah, you hold the fire.
I'll sit here. I'll sit at the top of the mountain and die for everybody's sins. How much more can they? I mean, this powerful person can't really mess. I don't think can really do anything to me.
I don't think he can either. Or he or she can either.
It's a guy. We'll just say it's a guy. I mean, there's only 150 million guys that live in America.
I don't think he can either. But I understand the concerns, and I think once this drops, then this guy becomes impotent.
I just be quiet. You just stop. Just stop. But that guy can screw with you.
Mm-hmm.
Can screw with Steve.
Not really.
Can screw with Tom.
Maybe.
Can screw with Tate.
Maybe.
Can screw with Jay.
Definitely.
And can screw with our source.
Yes.
Okay.
But that's why none of them are involved.
I know. It's me.
Yeah.
It's me. And Dan, you can be here to help me wade through the data.
Absolutely.
We'll do it on a day that you're here.
Okay.
Right.
Oh.
It would have to be early next week too.
Oh my God.
So this is
Monday, Tuesday.
time sensitive.
Not really.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not really.
Not really.
No, this. Hold on. This will blow up. This will cause a Cat 5 hurricane no matter when we do it, buddy.
Well, that's
Am
true.
I right?
That's true. No, that's true.
This isn't time sensitive with regards to like this might actually be something. Ryan, thank you, Ryan.
This is evergreen crisis.
This, yeah, well, this
it's always in season.
the data that our source has is not going away. He's got the data.
Right.
He's saved the data.
Correct.
He has preserved the data.
Yes, sir.
And so it actually might be more of an oh shiz moment if you let it percolate for another month or two.
Ooh.
Yes.
You know,
absolutely.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is,
maybe
Bubba,
hold on.
The thing is,
we
if you let it
take
percolate
all of
too much, everyone else is going to smell the coffee, and you're going to lose the exclusive.
Okay.
Oh.
We got to build a Chinese wall, which is, by the way, a legal term. Did you know that?
Yes.
Did anybody else know that the word Chinese wall is a legal term that is used in court?
I did not.
Yep. And we have to build a Chinese wall.
Is that impenetrable wall?
It's used in court.
It's a legal term to kind of like separate people from any kind of communication or interaction.
I mean, who's a little bit impressed that I knew that?
I've heard of Chinese drywall.
Yeah. Tommy had at his old house that you breathed in and got asbestos, Willie.
Everyone's going to get sick.
Yeah. The reason why you heard of Chinese drywall is because you've been breathing it for a year.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mean, we got to build a Chinese wall, Dan, on how we disseminate this. And, maybe it's so hot and so bad it could potentially even be bad for me that we, just like have a dark web website and refer people to that. I don't know. Again, I think we need to get all the tallies, all the family, the heads of the families. And this is the hottest thing I've ever had in my career.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hold on. Yeah, I mean, hold on.
Dang.
This is so big. I've been doing radio for
almost 37 years
almost
on April 1st.
37 years, and I've had things like the Bucks bomb and the Hogan sex tape, and all kinds of stuff. And this is absolutely this blows everything I've had. Take everything I've had. Multiply it by 50, and this blows that out of the water.
Dang.
The U.S. government first used the Chinese wall in legal terms to maintain separation between investment bankers and brokerage firms.
I should give myself a goddamn timble for that, buddy. The reason why I knew it is Jay used it one time during our MJ versus Bubba deal.
Right.
And Jay used it and I turned around and said, Jay.
In court.
I said, Jay. So Jay got done, saying it and using it and got his ruling. I go, Jay. Is there really such a thing as a Chinese wall in legal terms? He goes, yep, sure is.
Hall of Famer D. Bubba Light, 1,500 bits.
Oh, my God. Thank you very much. So anyway, Dan, wow. All I can say is wow.
Yeah, it blew me away. I didn't want to talk to you about it on the phone. I want to talk to you about it in person.
Right.
So.
Oh, my Lord.
It's definitely a phone in the freezer conversation.
Oh, my God. We may have to go out on the dock and talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I know.
We may have to put our phones in Steve's freezer, then walk out a foot 300 feet.
The carriage house is a new deck.
No. I mean, they can
Not
still
far
have,
enough?
They might have surveillance over there. I mean, Dan may be, but they
go on a ride on the boat in the middle of the Tampa Bay.
We need to have our hands over our mouths on the dock when we're talking about this.
An offensive coordinator blowing into play.
No, like, how, when catchers come up and talk to the pitchers and they put their
the glove up.
People can read lips.
Right. Like, we might want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And whisper
in
between seagull crap.
Mm-hmm. Write it on an Etch-a-Sketch and shake it.
My Lord.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. I don't. My initial reaction is, wow. Things are just starting to settle down in my life, and this would put me
right up there.
Oh, my Jesus, Lord. Oh, my God. Wow.
So the heads of state will all be back in town by Monday night. And I think we need to have this conversation no later than Tuesday.
Yeah, maybe I could get everybody together Tuesday for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, I'm not kidding you. We meet at the dock. Everybody pulls into Steve's driveway and then go out to the dock. have lawn chairs sit out there, Dan, or how? I mean, what's the seating capacity of the dock? 4 or 5?
Nah, you can put 6 out there.
And have some chairs and say, here's what we got. The neighbors can be like, why are there 6 dudes out in the middle of that dock? what could at noon with no bathing suits or any type of like
one guy's got his shirt off.
Yeah, one guy's got his shirt off. Yeah, right. The douchebag that lives across the street.
He wanted to show off his ab tattoo.
The Bubba Radio Network will return after this.
Phew. Fuck.
I know.
Fuck.
I know. Cray.
Does Steven know about it?
Yup.
Does Jay?
Yup. And that's why we were talking about it a little bit. That's why I told you what the votes are.
Yeah.
He's a bounce in 46 months. Snowman, 14 months. Probably blood fart, 44 months. Probably blood fart. Danny Jean, good morning.
There goes my hero. A present?
This is from Tees. Joey Nava, 20 months.
Yeah, all these balls about here.
Tower Dog.
Yeah, everybody's got one.
XX Tower Dog, XX 1,500 bits. Tees. Pepsi Joe, 43, 27 months.
My God.
Alan Stein, pimp out of left shirt.
We'll do that. We'll do that next. We'll do it next.
Oh shit! Thank you,
One
Tees.
from Tour.
Oh, she got me extra small too. Frick yeah. There goes my hero. A high trend of claws. He's in the merch game now. I'll take this trash up to you. Oh, for Jay.
Yeah. There's a note here if you want to read it.
Not put his looks Sizzler or Leon.
$1.99. I need to start practicing again. I haven't touched my DJ shit in like a week. Gotta get ready for the big show. Exactly, big eater.
Hold on, Dan. I'm gonna talk to you about something. About this.
Let me just go tease. Thank you for the shirt.
Thank you, Tease. That's hilarious.
That's why I think it's not sensitive.
Kellen Close, good morning.
Thank you for the shirts.
And we'll do those on the air.
Okay.
They're from Tees.
this has nothing to do with Reginald Roundtree, guys. On chat.
Separate. I got a note from her too.
FM 212. What's up, Google Lips? Good morning, Carlos. Eggy, good morning.
Egg! How's my little egg? How's my egg?
If there's anything.
How's my egg?
He's awesome.
What's up,
Biceps, looking good.
Organic Gene, I have no
Feeling
idea.
good.
I mean, Holy Yoke Joe 1, I have no idea. Good morning, Organic Gene. What's up, Sister Girl Tees? What's up? Bubba's back fat. 3, 4.
Bubba's Buffalo Hump.
Tower Dog.
Buffalo hump.
Yes, just call my office, 888-8-DIACOS, D-I-A-C-O-S.
4
Bubba's
8s.
Crusty Bug.
4 8s and Diacos.
4 8s and Diacos.
And get on the Zimp.
Get on the Zimp.
Get on the Zimp, kid.
Ellen Close, what's up? Bubba's Blood Fart. Hey, good morning.
Emily has now refined it where she sends you 4 preloaded syringes, 31 gauge insulin syringes, which hurt about as much as a mosquito bite to your belly. And you blast it in there once a week, same time each week. And I've lost 13 pounds.
Is a buffalo hump a technical term?
Yes.
So Dan, could you be like, ma'am, you got a buffalo hump back here?
Yep.
She's like, oh, Dan Diaco is so
Well,
rude.
the Buffaloes haven't complained that they're being, unfairly targeted.
Live from the Sunbelt Rental Studios, it's the Bubba the Love Spot Show. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. That's BetterHelp.com.
/BTLS.
Make sure it's very important to use the /BTLS. Therapy is all about depending on your self-awareness and understanding. And because sometimes we don't know what we want or why we act the way we do, we need to work or talk things out. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who can take you on a journey of self-discovery from wherever you are right now currently. If you're thinking about giving therapy a try, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited for your schedule. All you got to do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. It's very easy. Discover your potential with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com
/BTLS.
/BTLS to get a 10% off your first month discount. That's BETTER, BetterHelp, HELP.com
/BTLS.
/BTLS. Nicholas, I think it's Regalo on the Venmo. Thank you very much, Nicholas. We also are now officially hooked up on Zelle, so that's pretty cool. That's Zelle, ZELLE at thebubbarmy.com. Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, pretty much all at the Bubba Army. Thank you for your gifts.
XX Tower Dog, XX 1500 bits.
That's I think that's Ty J Armstrong. Isn't XX Tower Dog Ty J?
We asked, but it never responded.
He doesn't respond well. Only responds to Blitz because him and Blitz are drone buddies.
Oh.
And kayak buddies. And so
I've been kayaking a long time.
And so,
by the way,
sister girl Teese. I don't know if Alex has. Did she have these made, or does Alex sell these on Alex? Pimp on a Blimp. Alex Stein 99
he sells them.
And that's not Ty J, by the way.
It's not.
No.
Oh. Ty J says, "Don't make me a XX Tower Dog, bitch." When I'm not, I'm like, "Okay, sir." No
He's
problem.
a tower dog, though.
He is a tower dog. She sent Tease, sister girl Tease, sent Pimp Primetime Alex Stein Pimp on a Blimp T-shirts for everybody.
Thank you, Tease. And I have a note from her as well.
Oh, what's it say?
Let's see.
I like your raisins.
Probably.
Sorry.
Hi, everyone. I hope this gets to you when all of you are in studio, but if not, it will get there sometime. Supporting The Blaze, Glenn Beck, and Pimp on a Blimp, Alex Stein, his favorite loving friend from Tampa, R.I.P. Dusty. Love all of you, Sister Girl Tease. And then it's See You at 199 featuring DJ Smooth Talker, Betty Crocker into friggin' house.
Smooth Talker Betty Crocker.
Yeah.
Better known as Hum Sauce.
Hum Sauce.
We'll make her DJ roll. How you say
Debut?
DJ? I guess I could just say DJ.
Debut.
Debut.
Yeah.
DJ, nice ass, bad name.
Trick D. Yeah.
You know, your office manager's nice ass, bad attitude.
Right.
Does she know that she's?
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about it at brunch.
What did she know? What did she say?
She didn't have a problem with it.
All right.
Please.
I mean, that's actually putting her over.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's got a nice ass. Her hair is on point. And
It really
and
is.
she's got a bad attitude.
And she smells amazing. I need to find out what fragrance she wears.
I don't
'cause
get that
it's-
close to her, but I'd like
Oh,
to.
yeah, we were up close and personal.
It's called Dan for women.
Shut up, Dan.
Dan's so into himself.
That's the last thing she would wear.
Yeah, that's what makes her puke.
She showers as soon as she gets home from work.
I smell like him.
Jennifer, why are you puking and showering from? Because I had to spend all day with Dr. Dan Diaco. That's not. Now, she kind of is your yin to your yang. Like she runs the office, and she is the one that has to tell you the bad news or like try to set you straight when you're a complete madman.
Yes, and she does.
Yeah.
She does a good job of it.
She hates you, but
and
she loves you.
And she does
Like,
it
she'll
in
do
a
anything
very
for you.
calming way. She'll be like,
she's soothing.
Dan, we can't do that. Oh, the hell we can't. We're doing a turn to government. We can't.
Yeah, she probably hates the smell of Creed Aventus.
Right.
Yeah.
She's like the cream in my coffee. She
Well, when I was
smooths
there
it out.
yesterday, man, it was like, it's like the girls are so chill and they're so cool. Who's the cute little blonde that works up in billing?
That is Stephanie. She's my dad's best friend's daughter.
Well, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's cute.
And I go, hey, let me ask you. I didn't know her name. I go, hey, let me ask you a question. Is it so much less stressful when the monster's not here? And she goes, the only good thing about the monster is the day goes faster because he's just a whirlwind. So it goes faster when he's not here. Now, it is very calm and peaceful when he's not here.
Dan's like the Tasmanian devil going from room to room, just spinning around like a tornado.
Yes.
Now, will there be days where you won't talk to some of them, Dan, at all? Or do you talk to every one of them one time or another?
Is yelling talking?
Is yelling talking?
Yeah, I talk at them sometimes, not necessarily with them.
Yeah. Now, do you know all your employees' names?
Yes.
All right. So you got who's the blonde biller girl?
That's Stephanie.
Okay.
But
and
she
then-
helps with the patients.
All right. And then who is the kind of the cute girl with glasses, the up front girl?
Nor.
Metzley.
Oh.
Eric White on the Zell. Thank you, Eric White.
Who's in frickin' Bali right now.
Hold on. So who was there yesterday that was the dark-haired cute girl that was, like checking people in?
Unless she's back, but she was in Bali.
What's her name? Leslie?
Metzley. It's a weird name.
Okay.
Metzley.
Then you got Emily, which is your physician's assistant.
Right, she's a tall, thin one.
Right. And then you got Jen, who is your esthetician.
Correct. Who looks kind of like Jennifer. They have the same kind of hair from behind. They look very similar.
Yes.
They have long black hair.
Jen reminds me of like Cher when she was hot and young. A little bit.
Right. And then
Mexican Cher.
And then Jennifer
Right.
is the
Naba.
Is nice ass, bad attitude, and she's the office manager. Now, do all the girls?
And there's also Noor, who is the other girl that wears glasses a lot. She's got dark hair. She's the one who helps me in
Morocco
surgery.
or Tunisia?
Morocco.
Yeah.
Nora?
Noor. Just
Noor.
Noor. N-O-U-R.
She's so sweet. She dropped the Ozempic off for you.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
She's kind of quiet.
Yeah, she looks scared, like you yelled at her.
She's awesome in surgery though, because she doesn't yell.
Oh,
she's calm.
is she your surgeon assistant?
She helps me in surgery. Yeah.
Really?
And she's very calming as well.
She'll calm you down as well.
Yeah.
So all of that's it. Now, do they all work kind of? Do they all report kind of to Jennifer?
Yes.
Yeah, like if you have like Jennifer's the office manager, so they all kind of report to her, right?
Yes.
Right. Now, will Emily report to her?
Yes.
Right. Now, who's going to do my Morpheus if I come in?
Jen or me.
Oh, not you.
That's what's too hard.
Much too hot.
Jen, the other girl, I mean, you're just, you're kind of a bull in a china shop, Like my Botox I got yesterday from Emily. Oh, it was beautiful.
She's nice, isn't she?
Although
when
she doesn't re-reg. She doesn't. You've not taught her the re-reg.
I have, but she's resistant sometimes.
No,
she
how-
thinks that she'll put like 4 different syringes and thinks she'll get like 5 sticks out of each syringe.
Yeah, and so like I did mention the re-reg to her yesterday, but I noticed that she didn't re-rig, and I'm like, I wonder if I should tell Dan. Did Dan teach her the re-rig? And Dan said he has, but she's now. How could you be now? If you're a physician's assistant, doesn't it just make sense that a sharper needle would be less painful?
Yes, but she uses the really, really, really tiny 31 gauge needles, and she has everything like kind of like all set up already.
I know, but re-rigging's no big deal. Just boom, boom, and put a rig on it.
I agree. So I'll talk to her again about it.
No, I don't care. I'm not going to. No, the last thing I need is for her to have a mandatory re-rig because Bubba said so. No, I got enough of that.
Mandatory re-rig with a very spirited conversation today.
No, do not.
No.
Let her do what she wants on the rigger. If she wants to be a dirty rigger, she can be a dirty rigger.
Okay, well.
You know who taught us the re-rig?
Yes.
Hogan. Did you know that?
Yes.
Me and Hogan
scolded me.
Me and Hogan used to go in for Botox, and you got to understand. I mean, Hogan's forehead was the size of a TV, and so
it would take a whole bottle.
Yeah. So Dan was in there just going crazy, and Hootie goes, "Hold on, Dr. Dan, hold on." Dan's like, what? Like, Dan's like stuck him like maybe 6 times with this one needle. He's working kind of like around his left eye, like where your crow's feet are and stuff. And Hogan goes, hold on. And Dan stops and Hogan goes, brother, why don't you just put a new needle on the end of that syringe? Because every time you go into and his skin is like elephant skin. Like he's got, it's like his skin is
leathered.
Got the texture of a Louis Vuitton handbag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so Dan's like, what? And Hogan goes, every time you stick the skin, you dull the needle, brother. And so if you re-rig, like after every 4 or 5 sticks, and then Dan kind of tilted his head to the side like he does when he's absorbing something, and he goes, you know what? You're right. I mean, you're like for real. You're right. Like that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm a big re-rigger.
And so, but I mean, it makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. I wonder if Halpern's a re-rigger.
I don't know.
A lot of doctors probably are not re-riggers.
Unless someone's brought to their attention like that, they probably have no idea.
Right. But I mean, Dan, don't they say? I mean, maybe Blitz will look at it statistically, but I think every time you inject, the dullness of that needle is decreased, right?
The sharpness is decreased. Yes.
The dullness is increased.
The dullness is increased, and the sharpness is decreased.
Yes,
sure.
And I think the needles from like 10, 15 years ago were a little sturdier than the ones today. Today they're like aluminum, just so flimsy.
Bell Flooring on the Zell. Thank you, boy. Zell's opening up a whole nother thing. Thank you so very much.
DC Supply.
Is he on the Zell too?
That was him.
Oh, that's him, Bell Flooring.
Yeah.
So, Dan, I think ever since Hogan told you to pump the brakes on the Botox, I think you've put that as part of your tricks. Like that's
Always.
one of your deals.
Yeah, 3-4 sticks and get a new needle.
Yeah, here we go.
Showdown between the United States government and TikTok is coming to a head. The Biden administration.
Now hold on. Didn't Trump?
I was hoping.
Didn't Trump? He tried this, remember? Because he knew those no good, dirty Chinese were after all of our information.
Whoa, hey.
And isn't the no good, dirty Chinese? Aren't they?
We don't say that here.
Oh, okay, the beautiful Chinese people are just unbelievably smart in obtaining data. And so when we get on TikTok, they are harvesting our data. And gosh darn it, God, I love that. Thank you, Chinese.
Well, I believe TikTok has been banned from like all government cell phones and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, there's no way that Americans could stop TikTok.
Not right now.
There's no way. I'm telling you.
They should.
Blitz, you're right. They should. But people love TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we might be the most addicted country to TikTok in the world. Maybe. I don't know.
It's a global issue.
And Blitz, I mean, is it proven that it's a Chinese-based company that is harvesting data?
Yeah.
It's a parent company is harvesting data. It's spyware.
And when you say harvesting data, are you saying like they're getting into your phone and trying to get your bank account? Or they're just getting in your phone and trying to learn your traits so that they can advertise to you?
When the app first came out, there was some questionable stuff in it as far as maybe being able to do that. Now, not so much, but like the way they push different agendas.
Right.
Which is in stark contrast to how Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram work, which isn't really at all, because they harvest your data, they influence how you think, and they screen what you're able to see and not see. So it's no different than any of the other
Except it's based
companies.
out of China.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So,
and the difference is
so they're so bad, but Zuckerberg's good to do it.
Well, the difference is Facebook and all them in their terms of service tell you they do that. TikTok did not.
It didn't in the fine print?
Yeah. No, TikTok did not.
Because we all read the fine print of those agreements.
I know, but
I know Mummy does.
Oh, of course.
I don't.
It's his bedtime stories for a little world.
Terms and conditions.
The United States government and TikTok is coming to a head. The Biden administration.
You know what? I know how we can handle all this.
How?
Elon Musk buys TikTok.
Okay.
And then he says, listen, I own TikTok now too, and I'm not going to harvest your data. Okay? Period. Blitz, the guy that owned, if somebody was to buy TikTok, they could change that policy, could they not?
I suppose.
Yeah, they're like, we're not going to do that anymore. We're only going to harvest the data for good stuff. We're not going to use it for bad stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because it's really dangerous, that China's maybe harvesting some kind of, data from TikTok, but it's not scary to the world, the millions and millions of dollars that have gone back and forth between the Bidens and China.
No.
That doesn't bother anybody.
Right.
That's nothing going on there.
And that's really starting to come to a head too now.
Yes, it's been.
I think there's another person. There's another
It's
Biden.
Hallie Biden.
Hallie Biden
Who
now.
was the widow of Bo and then the former lover of Hunter. It's a scandalous thing.
Yeah. Why is this not being covered?
Because they have done they being the powers to be and the media outlets have done everything in the world to protect that man. They let him run a campaign out of his basement. They let him have like almost no interaction with the public during his campaign.
The FBI called Twitter to shut down those stories before the election.
They wouldn't let any of the stories run. They wouldn't let any of the stories about even him like having classified documents before the 2022 election.
Mm-hmm.
None of those stories were allowed to run. That was all kept undercover. They've done everything in the world to protect this man. Everything they do, they say he's the man, and everything that's bad was Trump's fault.
And
everything.
And here's the thing, man. I mean, we can sit here and say that, but with the Twitter stuff, they call it the Twitter files.
Yes.
Okay. With the Twitter files having been exposed because Elon Musk bought them, and he's like, hey, I want to let you guys know some of the shady stuff that was happening. And in full disclosure, I want to be transparent and let you know, now that I own this company, I have access to this data and here. And I mean, so I think nobody is refuting the fact that what the Twitter files, the validity of the Twitter files are.
Well, it was interesting, Bubba, because when they went to Congress and Taibbi, what's his name?
Matt Taibbi.
Taibbi.
Yes.
Taibbi was testifying in front of Congress. Every Democrat, instead of talking to him about the substance, just attacked him. Well, ad hominem attacks.
And they were like, what's your source? Where'd you get this from? And he said, I don't get my sources.
They're
And then,
trying to
they kept saying, okay, so when you contacted Elon Musk about this information, and he goes, I don't talk about my sources.
No, then they try to be like, oh, so Elon is your source.
Yeah. They're like, if you don't want to talk about Elon, that means he's your source.
Elon should walk up and say, I own the place. Yeah, it came from me, bitch. About to get mines.
They didn't address any of the substance of the allegations.
But I mean,
none of it. They just attacked.
I mean, so if Twitter has self-policed and been transparent because Elon owns it now and told you and has disclosed to us what some of the things the federal government did just to that particular social media platform. There's a bunch of others: YouTube, Facebook, everything, Twitch. There's Twitter is probably one of the big four. Would you not agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's not like it's some jobber platform. It has,
it's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are the big three.
Yeah. Well, so if the one of the big four has now been purchased by a guy who wants the truth out, and the truth gets out that they did do very, 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 very bad things. The FBI and the government made contact with Twitter and said, these accounts are to go bye-bye. These accounts are to be ghosted. To do that, just all the things that they did and that really did happen. I mean, how can the rest say that they're not doing it either? They are. They all do it. And so, you're right. They can completely determine what gets out and doesn't get out, because for the most part, people, that's kind of where, out of those big four, probably the majority of everybody gets a lot of their data from those four.
Absolutely.
So if you don't see it on your Facebook, and you don't see it on your Instagram, and you don't see it on your Twitter, and you don't see it on your, what other one, Dan, you said?
I said those three. I mean, you could say YouTube or
YouTube. Okay, let's use those four.
Yeah, YouTube.
If and in a lot of people's world, that's all they go to.
Yep. Or like Apple News.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely slanted.
Well, everything's slanted. Everything is slanted. And
people have to understand that.
And when the government gets involved on these, now I know they are private companies and they can roll however they want to. If they want to lean more one way than the other, they can. It's their prerogative. But my Lord, this is a dirty game.
It really is.
This is such a dirty game.
And one of the revelations that we had this year that everyone kind of just glazed over was that the FBI killed JFK. And the CIA and the government had something to do with that. And no one seemed to care.
When did that information just get unreleased or something?
It got released over the summer. No one cared, right?
Yeah.
No one cared.
Well,
no one cared.
I did not even know that.
Well, another thing, Tucker was talking about it, so obviously now that, Tucker talks about it, it's,
news.
fake.
Oh, so now that Tucker talks. Now, that shows you how oblivious I don't even know what I was doing last summer. Maybe traveling to Warsaw, Indiana, or Columbus, Indiana. When did it come out and what did they say? Who released it and what did they say?
They said that
who did? The government?
I don't remember how it came out. Lummi, can you help me on this one, please?
The National Archives.
They released some documents.
Yeah, they released some documents.
Maybe I can ask Alexa. Hey, Alexa, did the National Archives release documents stating the government killed John F. Kennedy?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, yes.
What?
Thank you.
Hold on.
Jesus.
Wow.
Give yourself the temple, bro. You just got a simple yes.
Wow. And how often does a bitch just give you a straight yes? Huh?
Yep. Not according to nothing.
Now, what did they say? What report came out?
Or it was JFK documents pointing out the fact that the CIA was hiding.
This was different than the Warren Commission?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The Warren Commission was a sham.
Yeah, the Warren Commission was, listen, you senators and congressmen, you're going to say this, and this, period.
Those guys were all rewarded for giving a false narrative, too.
Right.
By the way.
Lummi, who said what?
It was showing that the CIA was covering up the whole thing and that the FBI and the CIA were in on the JFK assassination and obviously covering it up.
Covering it up or saying that they actually killed him?
Covering him.
Yeah.
Killing and covering.
Is that what the document said?
Yep.
Yeah.
And no one gives a rat's ass about it, and it's pathetic. I mean, we're talking about a Democratic president.
We're talking about a government entity killing our leader.
Our leader.
Not crazy.
I mean, like, that doesn't make us any better than the third world countries that do the same thing that we report on.
Nope, it sure doesn't. Doesn't.
And so are they saying that, like, maybe indeed, what was the guy's name that killed him?
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Lee Harvey Oswald. Indeed, he was just a patsy.
No, he wasn't a patsy. He was a government agent, and he had help, a lot of help.
Yeah, I mean, they still
the
say
whole thing was a shot.
They knew about a month prior.
He still shot, Kennedy.
I mean,
but there might have been other people that also.
There's probably a second shooter.
Yeah.
He was probably hiding in the sewer underneath the grassy knoll, not on the grassy knoll, but beneath the grassy knoll. He's probably in the sewer. Great shot. Quiet. It's muffled.
I couldn't fit in there. They couldn't ask me to do that job. And I'd be out of breath walking those 4 floors on that book depository deal. And so they're saying the report that came out last summer that we knew about it, that we helped plan it, that we helped do it, and we covered it all up.
Yes, sir.
And we are just supposed to sit here. Why hasn't there been a bigger thing about that?
Why would they want to?
And there's got to be some people still alive that participated in that, right?
Yes.
I mean,
happened in '63.
Happened in '63, yeah.
Probably not.
People in their 80s. There's absolutely people that are still involved.
I mean, who was the head of the CIA in 1963?
Oh.
Hey, Alexa, who was the head of the CIA and the FBI in 1963?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, John A. McCone served as the 6th director of the Central Intelligence Agency between November 29, 1961 and April 28, 1965. Did that answer your question?
Yeah. What was the guy's name?
Thanks for your
John
feedback.
Alexander McCone is CIA director during that time.
Who's the FBI guy?
We'll find out.
Hey, Alexa, who was the FBI director in 1963?
Hoover.
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, J. Edgar Hoover.
Yep.
So you don't think he has something to do with it? Maybe.
Yeah, he's one of the shadiest guys ever.
Ever.
And why do they want JFK killed?
Because he bucked the narrative. He wanted to get out of Vietnam, and they wanted to escalate Vietnam. And as soon as he was killed, the Vietnam War quadrupled in scope.
And Lyndon B. Johnson's was the governor of Texas, and Texas Instruments was one of the largest military providers.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't he the one that issued the war on poverty and made everything so much worse for African Americans because he incentivized the women not to get married and
JFK?
No.
Lyndon B. Johnson?
Yeah, LBJ.
I always thought he was a huge advocate for civil rights.
Yeah, that's what he wanted you to think. So he's like, how do we convince all these black people who were typically Republican? Because you have to remember that the KKK were all Southern Democrats. So he's like, how do we win over the black vote? He said, well, let's offer some subsidies, some money to help them because a lot of them were poor. So he incentivized them to marry the government essentially instead of their partners. And it was like the complete breakdown of the African American family. Because I think in the 50s, the 40s and the 50s, the black divorce rate was lower than the white divorce rate or out of children out of wedlock. And now it's like 77%. Like it's something crazy. Black kids born out of wedlock.
I guarantee you LBJ had something to do with it.
Yeah, the war on poverty, right?
And they say the mob, too, because JFK...
Let's not forget, man, it probably was all planned and maybe... And they were supposed to get him in Tampa the week before.
Yeah, at the hotel.
And something went awry, and Santos Trafficante was part of that. And
they changed the route. It wasn't going to take a left by the hotel anymore.
Yeah, and they were supposed to get him there. And then supposedly Santos still had something to do with it in Dallas.
Yeah.
Because of his ties to Cuba.
Yeah, the Bay of Pigs disaster. And Lummi brought up the mafia. I think that didn't something happen with his brother Robert was doing something?
So that was later on down the road.
But Bubba,
no.
The mafia helped him get
JFK
elected. His dad cut a deal with the mafia.
With the Chicago-based mafia.
To help him get elected.
Right.
And then as soon as he gets elected, he puts his brother in to be a ball buster against the mob.
Yeah,
and his brother was the attorney general.
His brother wasn't in on the whole thing and went after the mob.
So his little brother Bobby Kennedy, as soon as he gets to become the attorney general, is like, I'm going to go after the mob.
Screwed it all up.
I'm going to go after Jimmy Hoffa. I'm going to do all that. And he really, and actually, I think the mob called Joe Kennedy.
Yep.
And they had a big-ass meeting. He's
Joe
like,
being the dad?
Yeah,
Yes.
Joe. And said, listen, you know what? I think the reason why JFK won is because he won Illinois. And the Chicago mob, look into it. The Chicago mob, like strong arm and really, really, usually, I don't know, ever since then, I think Illinois has always gone Democratic, but I think it was a big whodunit. And the Chicago mob had a lot to do with him sweeping Illinois, which might have been why he won. And then he puts his stupid-ass brother Bobby in there as the attorney general, and Bobby just starts cleaning house on the mob. The mob calls Joe up and says, you better back off your stupid-ass, buck-toothed little young son. And Bobby tells his dad to pack sand. And then so the mob killed the big boy. And a lot of it came through Tampa at Santos Trafficante.
Yep.
That's where a lot of it came through. Look it up, bitches. We'll get into that TikTok thing next when we get back. Hold on.
The Bubba Radio Network will return after this.
Nick the gun guy. JG51, OGG2, 8 months.
What's up, Permagon? Little Wilbur's Afterbirth, good morning.
Wilbur's Afterbirth, okay, and Callie, good morning. What's up, damn it, man? Coming by his big ass nose.
What's up, Black Eye and Callie?
See, this is why I was confusing.
What's up, Johnny Ice Biggest Nose, J Beaks, 841,
Because when you read
Biggie,
this,
775.
it said all these, I remember it being released in December. It says
Skazitter.
There was
Chris.
no groundbreaking revelations uncovered.
Yeah, they always say that. Yeah, I think Fry does, and I think I hope Aston Martin does. What's up, Maria Guatemala? Good morning.
Has issued an ultimatum to the
Hey, that's
popular
not
Buccaneers.
I saw some good surf waves video from South Jersey from last week. Did you get to see it? Any good waves? It was cold as shit in the water.
I'm gonna do a skag thing.
Okay.
Skag mower.
All right.
So I'm gonna air check of it.
All right.
Yeah, Ocean City.
Do you ever get a canker sore inside your cheek and then you fucking when you're chewing, you hit it?
Oh.
So bad.
I bite my cheek and tongue all the time, though.
No, you don't bite your tongue very often at all, motherfucker. I gotta correct you on that, cousin.
I bite my cheek a lot.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, my work is making trouble.
Who? He's not gonna get in trouble.
Even after the testimony yesterday with the Border Patrol chief.
Oh, what did you say?
Is the border protected goes with no.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
That doesn't make him in trouble because no doc could do anything to him. They're protecting him. Which one impeach? You can't impeach him. You can't impeach an appointed person.
Yeah, you can.
Fuck, you can.
You don't think so?
You gonna impeach a cabinet member?
Yeah.
Never happened in a million years.
Because everything that I saw in the news, and again, obviously they're trying to fuck with us, but said that nothing outrageous was uncovered by this last document dump. Did you hear anything about it?
Yeah, there was a bunch of different, because there was like 3,000 pages they were released.
It was like 13,000 documents, but
13,000, yeah.
it said...
There's
like
3,000 that they wouldn't release. There's like something...
Yeah, they said
smaller.
97% of everything has been released, but I remember when I was reading about it, they were just like, nothing outrageous was uncovered. But
There's
again,
like
maybe
a-
that's just because they don't want us to look at it themselves.
I know some of
Okay.
it. They knew the Harvey Oswald was going to do it. We were wiretapping him when he was in Mexico talking to the city.
Yeah, I saw that. So they released that they did have documents from his.
They said I think they said there
interaction
was
with
another
Mexico.
shooter, GCSupply.com.
So they're saying they're going to impeach Sideshow Bob because she lies on the press conference podium.
GCSupply.com, 100 bits, GCSupply.com, 100 bits until PD 13 months.
He's a puppet figurehead. He has no authority.
But he was killed like 24 hours after the assassination of Lee Harvey Oswald by Jack Ruby. It was like the next
Within
day.
like 2 days. Yeah, within 2 or 3 days. He was being moved from one jail to another.
And wasn't Jack? I know Jack Ruby was Jewish. His last name was like Rubenstein, but he had like connections with the mafia.
Yeah, he was a Jewish mafia guy.
And then was he killed in prison? I feel like
He died in prison.
Who?
Jack
Ruby. I don't know if he was killed or just died.
I'll figure it out. Died like a couple of years later.
Yeah, quickly. He shot with a 38.
Pulmonary embolism. Does that happen just
Sitting
by
around.
happenstance?
Yes, it can.
Or is that like he was choking?
No, a pulmonary embolism is from a clot in the leg from just sitting around being fat and
Okay.
not doing much.
Gotcha.
Howdy cause was underneath the Vatican. A UFO.
Live from the Sunbelt Rental Studios, it's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Today's after show will be Blummel, Blitz, and Anna. It'll be live on Facebook and YouTube, the Bubba Army app. Tune in, and BubbaArmyRadio.com. This show's heard all over, my friends. I think 7 affiliates, terrestrially, the #1 rated radio program in the entire world on Twitch, repurposed on Facebook, YouTube, our app, tune in. Thank you so much for all that you do for us. You can support the show through Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. All at the Bubba Army, except for Zelle, it's at thebubbaarmy.com. Now, I don't know how many of the guys. Well, I got to think that Dan's probably not into this. Dan being a plastic surgeon and a lawyer. Anna certainly is not into this. But Lummy and Blitz, I got to think, would definitely be into this. But I met the CEO of Skag Mowers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's actually Metalcraft is the overall company. They do all kinds of different things. One of their subsidiaries is Skag. Now, even before I met this guy, his name's Randy, and he's super cool. I met him at the NHRA Gator Nationals as Skag sponsors a funny car and a Top Fuel dragster. And and they had a super cool hospitality suite and everything like that. So even before I met Randy, who's the main guy there, I have been a huge Skag guy.
Now, I heard they're simply the best.
Well, I'll tell you this. I got a Skag. You know that I own a racetrack, obviously, here in Ocala, or 120 miles from here in Ocala, and it's 41 acres. And, I've owned it now with Tom Bean since 12 years. And we have a lot of area to mow.
Mm-hmm.
And we just have naturally kind of always pieced together some type of zero turn. We've had like some hand-me-down John Deeres, and we have this one Skag, and it's so old that I can't even find it on the website. I guarantee you it might be 25 years old. And we have 5 mowers, but they're all pieced together crap. The Skag is the only one that will run all the time, and it's probably the oldest by 10 years. And Dave works on it occasionally. I think we had to put a new hydraulic line on it, and he's always, because when I get on it, I just run over everything. I don't care. I don't like getting off the mower, so I'll just run over that rock.
Oh,
yeah, whatever. But so anyway,
one of those like big pickup claw things that a lot of the guys have.
Yeah, whatever. Or just run over it. Oh, see that cup? Now it's a little cup.
Yeah, but it's 400 little cups.
Yeah, well, it'll get mulched in with the mulch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, put it around.
So I'm talking to this guy, to Randy, and I'm like, Randy, I'm telling you right now, I know everybody probably walks up to you because you're the big, CEO, president, main dude over here, and they tell you how cool your mowers are. But I live the life of a Skag. I have a 25-year Skag that we have kept together at my track that you guys don't even make anymore. And he said, well, send me a picture of it. I'm like, I'm embarrassed to send you a picture of it. Yeah, you might want to immediately take it in as an antique.
Right.
But anyway.
Skag Museum.
Yeah, it's rough, but it runs. And so out of all and I know a lot of landscapers. I know there's Exmark, and there's John Deere, and there's Toro. I'm trying to think of all the different, zero turns. There's a ton of zero turns out there. They all make them. None of them. If you ask any guy I've ever asked, Skag is the top of the line industrial strength. You can't beat them of any zero turn mower I've ever talked to anybody. And I'm trying to get one of these Turf Tigers. And, have you seen them?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Oh, man. They make they make a Turf Tiger that's a 3-cylinder diesel.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. They also make, I don't think I'm interested in the electric one. I think that'd be for Brian Petroni if he wanted one.
Oh, yeah,
I want a
Definitely, we need a battery.
Yeah, I need a big ass honking.
I mean, look, the electric ones are cool, but you got a lot of area to mow.
Yeah, electric one would be cool for like school municipalities because like the city could be like, hey, listen, we're so conscious about being efficient. All of our schools are mowed with Skag Electric. That's great. That works for the school.
Sure.
And that works for some other yuppity people, but not me. I need the 72-inch big-ass deck and preferably that diesel. I want to look at when you go and look at the Turf
It's like
Tiger.
a helicopter.
Lummy, they give you the 52, the 61, or the 72-inch cut.
Yeah.
Isn't 72 inches 6 foot?
It is.
Yeah.
That's what you need for up at the track.
Yeah, I could take big swings at it. Then, Lummy, look at this. They got the 72-inch with the cutter deck, 25 horsepower Kubota diesel, liquid cooled. Man, none of my big grass would bog that thing down.
You could run over a lot of cups.
I can run over you and be okay with it.
They got a bunch of different motors.
Oh, not only when you go to Skag, is it Skag? I think it's just skag.com.
Yep, it is.
SCAG.com. Now, you don't have to get the big industrial strength Turf Tiger. That's like the big boy. You can get the Cheetah, the Tiger Cat 2, the Patriot, the Freedom, the Liberty
looks
X.
good.
Yeah,
Look at the Liberty.
cool.
They got a hot chick on there, and she's just doing it herself.
That's
Just
what Dan needs for his house. Dan
The
needs a
Liberty?
Liberty.
No, Dan needs at least a Tiger Cat 2. Dan's not going to roll around in a Freedom.
No, Romina will do it. See the chick on the other one?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
How much is something like that?
Oh, well, let's see. Let's price this one out here. This is the you can get the 48, the 52, or the 61.
61.
And it starts about $12,000 for a 48er, all the way up to $13,300 for the 61. But you got to understand these lawn dogs, these guys who do commercial lawn.
They run it like 8 hours a day, every day.
Yeah, so like $13,000, they'll finance that. That's their living.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's their tool. That's their, and a lot of them will have 3 of them or 4 of them. So anyway, nice to meet you, Randy. And for all you Bubba Army out there that's thinking about getting a new zero turn, go to Skag. Now, Lummy, they also offer blowers.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah,
blowers and aerators and spreaders.
Is the Turf Tiger the biggest one of the zero turns?
Oh yeah.
Is that their their granddaddy?
Well, the Turf Tiger too.
The Turf Tiger too. And how much is that one?
Well, if
we were pricing it out,
if I'm Dr. Dan and I
wanted a 72-inch Turf Tiger.
If I'm Dr. Dan like you are, I'm a plastic surgeon and a lawyer, and I'm driving a Ferrari like you are, then you'd want to get the, probably the 23.9 one.
Wow.
The 72-inch Velocity Plus cutter deck, 25 horsepower Kubota diesel.
Wow.
Or you could get the big block. They make one. They make this one here, the 72V 408V EFI big block. Of course, you got to have a big block.
Yeah, definitely.
40 horsepower.
Wow. It's only 18?
Yeah, but no, I don't understand it. The 40 horsepower is 18.7, but the 25 horsepower diesel is 23.9.
Because it's diesel and because it probably has more torque.
You're right. Blitz, if you had to pick, if Randy said, Bubba, pick one, would you take the 40 horsepower gasoline Briggs Vanguard big block, air-cooled electronic fuel injection, or would you take the
probably
the three
diesel.
cylinders 25 horsepower diesel?
I mean, probably the diesel or maybe the Kawasaki.
Oh, you're a Kawasaki.
Kawasaki.
It's cheaper.
Well, it's dual fuel injected, liquid cooled. That's what you got. You got to get the liquid cooled.
Yeah.
Well,
more horsepower too.
I think the liquid cooled kind of has a lot to do with the price. Because why would you air cool just can't cool like a liquid can?
Right.
I see now. I see what you're saying. So the air-cooled mower in Florida, you think would be a little bit more
Yeah, air
suspect?
cooled. Yeah. Not that they're ever going to break down Skag. I literally have a Skag that's 25 years old.
Right. It's probably air cooled.
And it's air cooled. It's not liquid cooled. And you sit on this little you have these little handles, and you sit on this little stool with a wheel on it. Like it's the craziest thing you've ever seen. But you can run over anything with it. I'm just telling you. You can. It is the best. It's the only one. We have 4 other zero-turn mowers that are always breaking down. They're like home jobbies that we've pieced together. But this Skag, and I don't even know where we got this Skag. I think Tom Bean's trucking company had it or something like that. But boy, that 3-cylinder Kubota 25 horsepower liquid cooled diesel would look awful sexy on me, would it not?
It would.
Yeah. Go to skag.com for all you lawn dogs out there when you're getting ready to replace that bullcrap Toro or that Cub Cadet or that junk-ass deer that you got. Maybe step up to a Skag. Get you a Turf Tiger, too. Be the sexiest lawn dog you could be ever. Oh, back to the TikTok deal. Them potentially banning TikTok in our country. It never happened.
Trump tried, and they blocked it.
Yeah, if Trump can't get it done, you think Biden can? Probably.
Well, he did something where I think he blocked the updates or something like that, and then Biden dropped it in 2021.
Now, was Biden against it back then, and now all of a sudden he's like, oh, man,
Yeah.
Donnie was right. This thing is pretty
much,
corrupt.
but they're not saying he's right, but yeah.
He was against it just because Trump was for it.
Right.
He wanted to do everything the opposite, 180 degrees different from Trump. So that's why he was for it at first. Then realized that wait, maybe they are doing bad stuff with our information.
Coming to a head, the Biden administration has issued an ultimatum to the popular video sharing app.
And I don't like this, by the way. The ultimatum itself.
Yeah. I think TikTok can tell them to suck a D.
Well, you hear what the thing is, right?
No. Let's let Nora say it.
Okay.
Ways with its Chinese-owned parent company or face a nationwide ban over national security concerns.
No, see,
So they're telling ByteDance that owns it, you have to sell it to somebody else, or we're going to ban it.
But that's what Trump tried to do, and then they were calling him xenophobic.
Yeah, I know, and I don't like that. I don't like it when anyone does it. I don't care who it is.
Yeah, regardless of what side of the fence.
If you're going to ban it. That's fine, but
don't make them sell it.
Right. Don't tell them, if you don't sell it, well, then we're going to ban it. Like, that's kind of
Now, Blake, let me ask you a question. If they do that and then they ban it from America, won't people be able to, like you and other people, still be able to get it?
People that really want it, but the people that use it are, like kids and stuff. They're not.
They won't be able to get it.
Yeah, they won't be able to get it.
It's not like an app on your phone. They're not going to do it.
Right.
With more, here's CBS's Anna Werner.
New calls for...
Why can't they just have, if you're the president of the United States, why don't you say, listen, you know what? You can have this, but you got to have this big-ass disclaimer, and you're going to have a re-opt-in.
Because no one is going to care. They're still going to use it.
I know. Yeah. So everybody, you put the disclosure on there for American-based users, and they have to opt in.
By the way, Canada has banned it in their government stuff. A lot of the EU countries have banned it in their government stuff. I mean, it's not good.
Probably the only country that's keeping it going is us.
Yeah.
Are they allowed to have it in China?
I believe. Yeah, but it's different.
It's more about education.
Yeah, it's not the same kind of TikTok over there.
Yeah. It's not girls showing their ass and with a camel toe kicker.
Nope.
That's what it is here.
It's about kids learning how to do stuff in school.
National Security Council spokesman John Kirby on...
So TikTok...
Ooh, look at that breakfast.
TikTok is like, okay, what we're going to let people in our own country consume is going to be like educational, yippee-yo, good stuff.
Yep.
And we're going to let the Americans go hog wild on it.
Basically, yes.
Girls showing their camel toes and, all kind of stuff, right?
On the takeout with Major Garrett.
We have national security concerns over TikTok and the way the people that run that app conduct themselves and the capabilities inside that app.
The company confirms the Biden administration is threatening to ban the app in the U.S.
And there'd be a lot of really upset chicks and aren't there people making a
absolutely people
blitz
making
people
money.
monetize it, right?
Yep.
I mean, it's heavily monetized if you're a big swinging deal there.
Its Chinese owners sell their stakes in the company. One top concern identified by U.S. officials and members of Congress, the potential for China's government to use Americans' data to further a political agenda. Cybersecurity expert Zach Doffman.
So what TikTok could do is it could start to understand behaviors, attitudes, likelihood to vote.
They already know that about everybody. Please. Right?
Yeah, but it's just more
no
data
different.
points.
I'm sorry.
It's no different than what, let's not mention any names, but it's no different than what
the big four in America do.
The big 4 or 5 are doing.
Right. No different at all.
Right.
At
The difference is, and we probably do, but it's not Chinese government controlled.
Right. The other stuff's all American government controlled, as we learned from the Twitter files.
Yeah.
So the American government's going to go to these big companies and demand that they promote a certain narrative and demand that they quash any counter narrative. But God forbid another company does this.
Yeah, but the difference is
without the influence of the American government.
Elon needs to buy it.
supposedly, like the Chinese government are like tracking all the users here, and
But
like
okay.
So is Zuckerberg.
All right, but hold on, Blitz. Let's
but
say that they,
but not the U.S. government doesn't. Supposedly.
Hold on now, Blitz. Let's say that they're doing all of that.
I'm gonna give you a courtesy tap.
What can they really do? I mean, so they're finding what our spending habits are, what we like to do, what we like to watch. I mean, how can that be a security threat to our country if you're just finding out what the people that are consuming this app are doing? Like, I mean, is it make your bank account susceptible? Does it make? I mean, like, are they going to get into your stocks? Are they going to get into your Robinhood account? Like, what?
Can't they like track or see your texts?
Supposedly, yes.
So, like, obviously, government officials, people that work, that can be.
Well, that's already been banned. So, and I'm fine with that.
All right, so they saw me.
TikTok shouldn't be on a government phone anyway.
So they saw me and me and Blitz, texting back and forth about how much we don't like Lummies. So who cares, right?
Oh man,
I was just trying to freak you out, Lummy.
Particular direction based on what it sees en masse in a region, and then it could be used to push a particular viewpoint.
A TikTok spokesperson said.
So basically, they're doing the same thing that what the big 4 or 5 do here. It could be used, the data they consume, to push a particular agenda or idea.
Yeah, I guess most Americans are okay with it if it's coming from the American government, but not the CCP.
No, I think most Americans are good with it all because
they don't care. They just want to dance and eat pizza. And
right.
I'm kind of okay with that.
And show their boobs.
It's good pizza.
Right. They just want to dance, eat pizza.
That's all people want. You think a lot of people care about what's going on in Ukraine or China? They don't give an F.
No.
They just want to live their lives and dance, shake their ass, and make some money.
And they don't care that somebody's spying on their phone.
They don't care. A lot of people don't care.
Just make sure my TikTok money gets to my account.
Wow. The company is disappointed with the administration's threat and said TikTok has been working on solutions.
I'd be like, go ahead and try to ban us. Go ahead and try. I think there would be so many people freaked out by it because there's so many people that love it.
You think people would be angry enough to vote out the administration if they knocked it out?
Absolutely not. But they will find a judge to throw it out. So
yeah.
Including moving U.S. user data to cloud servers in the U.S. In a new interview, TikTok CEO told the Wall Street Journal it won't matter what the Chinese law or any law says because we're taking U.S. user data and we're putting it out of their reach. Another consideration for the administration, Doffman says, an all-out ban might be a tough sell.
The common user, the average user, it's just not clear-cut. I don't think people are buying.
People will flip out if you take their TikTok away.
What if they banned it, but then they offered immediately like an American comparable site?
Instagram. And
I mean something that was like pretty much identical to TikTok. They're called, Wig Walk. I don't know.
Top tick.
Yeah.
Well, what if TikTok said, you know what, I'll tell you what, we're going to do an American version, and then all the servers and stuff will be hosted in America.
And that's kind of what they're doing now.
Oh, that's what TikTok's doing now?
Yeah.
It's transitioning to that.
Trying to Americanize their software, so to speak?
Yeah.
But any lollipop that thinks that their information on any cloud platform is protected is just naive.
Here's what TikTok should do, Bloods. Be like, hey, guess what? Government, we know you guys are in on influencing and making Facebook and all the other guys do certain stuff. So guess what? We'll play ball with you. We'll have our servers, our TikTok American servers based in wherever the hell you want them. And you guys can have access to them. There you go. We're still going to get paid, making a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to give a crap. Oh, you want us to ban a guy? No problem. Oh, there's some right-wing conservative guy that's spewing out a bunch of nonsense that you don't like? We'll ban him. We'll do business like the other big 4. Maybe it's a breath of fresh air there in China because the government can't influence them.
That's why they're scared of them, because they can't influence them. It's not a matter that they're stealing stuff that they aren't stealing themselves.
There's not one
Everyone's
American,
stealing stuff from us.
There's not one American right now, I don't think, that says, you know what, I was on TikTok yesterday and they cleaned out my whole bank account.
Nope, that doesn't happen.
I don't think that's happening. That's what Americans really are worried about. Hey, I was on TikTok and it broke into my Robinhood account, and it broke into my Coinbase account, and it broke into my PayPal wallet, and it cleaned me all out because I was on TikTok. No, that ain't happening. What the government's mad about is they can't tell TikTok, hey, listen, you know that right-wing guy over there that really spews a bunch of nonsense? You need to go ahead and take his TikTok away. TikTok says, screw you. We'll let that guy have his account all he wants. That's the problem.
That's exactly the problem, Bubba.
And if
they don't have
ball,
control and influence over it. It's
Chinese
not a matter of security.
No, we're not banning him, no. He's got a lot of followers, make us a lot of money. It's just a strong arm. So
It sure is.
So that you got to play ball with the government because the government wants the final say-so on anybody that's spewing anything on any platform that's got any kind of traction. They want to be able to quell you right on down to zero.
What direction, if you were the CCP, do you think you would want to drive America? Because I would think you would want them to go more right-wing, because it seems like the left is more happy to get into wars. And if China's trying to take over Taiwan, I think they would try to influence people to think that that is not a good idea. Because I was just thinking about that. I'm like, which direction would they want America to go?
I kind of disagree on that because I think they're sitting and waiting while we give away all our weapons and we're not like kind of replenishing it.
I think
they're
going
to wait until we're kind of at that weak point and then they're hit Taiwan.
I think they're thinking about, hey, listen, we got them all flipped out over this TikTok deal.
No, I know that, but I'm saying they want Americans to think that war is not a good idea so that we don't intervene with Taiwan, is what I'm saying.
They think Americans are stupid.
Like, that's why they're sending all that stuff to Russia. They want that war. They want the U.S. to sit back and like have that war because they're making money on it too.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning. It's Tesla Tony.
Hi, Tesla Tony. What type of nonsense are you spewing today? Like, what was Tesla? Was it up or down yesterday?
Tesla. I wasn't calling to talk about Tesla. You told me to go easy on that, not talk so much.
Yeah,
about
we told
that,
you. We let you get your Tesla, spew in. So now let's move on
to Rivian.
Right. So your TikTok, Bubba. I wanted to know if you have 1,000 followers or more.
Yeah, ask Lummy. Lummy's in charge of that.
18,400.
We're approaching 20,000.
Okay, so have you guys ever went TikTok live while you're doing your radio show?
We're not allowed to.
We're not allowed to.
Well, we kind of can, but not. I mean,
we kind of have a deal with Twitch because we're a partner with them that they get the exclusive for a day.
Okay, so
Blitz, am I right on that kind of?
Yeah.
What?
How about your podcast?
We could do anything else. We could do stuff over there. Yeah.
Bubba, I'm telling you, if you go live on your TikTok on your podcast, you're going to blow up. You're going to absolutely blow up. I'm telling you, all I do on my TikTok, I just show myself doing my job, and my TikTok's just out of control. People just want to see, like, natural kind of things, man. And I'm telling you, if you do your podcast and you go live on your TikTok and do that, you're going to get a lot of questions from people, and you're just going to have people start blowing you up. I promise you that. So just give that a try. That's why I called you. Guys were talking about
for
TikTok.
Us to go live on TikTok.
On your podcast,
or an after show, like Blitz, we could potentially do an after show.
Kind of like we did yesterday with some other stuff that we tried.
You need to go at least 2 hours, preferably a little more. And I guarantee you, if you had 18,000 followers now, if you go at least 2 to 3 hours, I guarantee you'll double. You'll go to like 36,000 followers.
Let me just texted me, said, let's go live 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it's a whole new audience that hasn't seen a show like ours before, and they will gravitate to it.
Absolutely, Bubba. And what they do is they like it, they share it, and you'll end up having like 500,000 viewers just checking your
All right,
stuff
how about
out.
this? How about this? Blitz, help me out. Maybe next Tuesday, our after show. Now, can we put it on Facebook and YouTube at the same time?
Yeah.
Absolutely. But what you want to do, the reason why you don't do that, because you want to give each format a little something different. That's what they prefer. So it's just like you're doing with the exclusive podcast where you just can't get that on your regular show. You kind of want to do that with TikTok.
Yeah, we're not doing that right now. So.
Yeah, no. First off, it's technically, if no one's seen it, then they don't know that we're doing it elsewhere.
Yeah.
So it would be exclusive to TikTok technically.
So, would you guys suggest that Tuesday we just do an after show on TikTok?
No, I'm saying we're not going to do that.
We're not going to do an after show on TikTok?
No.
You can't make money on live right now either.
Right.
You have to hit 100,000 followers.
Yeah, we got to lay out.
We might also.
No. You don't have to have 100,000 followers.
Yes,
Once
to get subscribers and gifts and make money like we do on YouTube and Facebook, you have to have 100,000.
Mommy, I'm a TikTok creator, so I can pretty much tell you how you make money. And when you get to 10,000 followers,
I know, and the creator marketplace.
Yeah, we're monetized there.
I'm talking about
for live.
Yes, I'm talking about live, not because you got to go to live, and to get gifts and subscribers, you have to have 100,000.
Well, so you have 36,000.
And to get tips and things like that. I'm literally watching it. Get tips directly from your viewers over live. I have two of the three check marks, and one of them is have at least 100,000 followers.
And Lummy didn't have a check mark there.
And I don't have a check mark.
Okay, so Lummy, the reason why you don't have 100,000 because you guys aren't going live. I'm telling you, when you go live, you're going to double your input. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to.
All right, we're going to try. You know what? We'll try it. We'll try it one of these days. I don't know how. I got to talk to Blitz about it, but we'll try it.
Absolutely.
I mean,
hope
hey,
you guys do and let us know.
All right, thanks.
All I was saying was don't do it exclusively because
I agree. We might add that as a place, but not exclusive.
Like maybe Tuesday it'll be place number 3
or 4.
Yeah. Visually.
Well, yeah, we've been going live on a few other places too.
I didn't even know about that.
I know.
Sounds good. Hello.
Hey, it's Florida Grand. I called you a while ago. Remember me? I'm on TikTok.
Yeah, he's a big Twitter guy too.
Yeah, what about him? How you doing, Florida Grand?
I have 69,000 followers. It got slowed down when Trump decided to do the whole U.S. thing. Blah blah blah. TikTok is not just dance videos and whatnot. You can, like this guy was saying, you can make a lot of money on TikTok.
Yeah, well, we're gonna start making a lot of money on TikTok. We're gonna finally make the TikTok leap of faith,
and then get banned in the United States.
Dan's gonna wear TikTok pants, and we're gonna go crazy.
Deal.
The thing about TikTok before, like all the stuff that happened with January 6th, those videos were on there throughout 2021 and 2022. I mean, it was on TikTok. I'm a political guy on TikTok, and it's not just.
What kind of money are you? And be honest. Nobody knows who you really are. So just be honest. How much money are you really making a month?
I was making a lot, but then it got slowed down, and my streams went from if you look at my videos got 250, 500,000, 1 million. I have some videos that got 2 million.
All right, so give me two numbers. Give me what you used to make a month approximately on the average, and give me what you're making now on the average.
I was making between $2,000 and $5,000, between $2,000 and $5,000 a month just by posting my videos. But doing live, you can make a lot of money. But the thing that you make a lot of money on is your merchandise. You guys have incredible merch. Like the way you guys have everything that you have going on, you have an incredible thing going on. And the people on TikTok, they love merch.
That's true.
All of those people, all those influencers on TikTok, they don't make necessarily the money on TikTok. They make money through their merchandise. It's incredible how much content they use just to sell their merch, and then to get their sponsorship deals. Bubba, you have an incredible thing going on. When I was at USF, I was going to grad school there. You came to USF to do, it was way back in 2005. You came to do, it was some media conference, and I came and I interviewed you.
I remember that.
I did an article on you for the USF paper.
Yeah, I have a question for this guy.
Same phone from 2005.
Yeah, so you used to make that much money. How much money do you make now?
I can't. I can hardly make any money now. That's why I've gone over to Twitter to try to build up my.
That's the weird thing too. Is TikTok now. People that were big are making nothing anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna. If people that were big are making nothing, and I ain't big, I'm trying to be big. I gotta think I ain't gonna be making nothing.
But the thing about it. Your merchandise and what you guys have going on, the personalities on TikTok, they make money with their merchandise.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try it next week.
And it's something that me and Lummy have been talking about for a while. And you got to build up a little of a base before you start doing that.
Yeah.
And we're about there right now anyway.
Yeah, so we're headed that direction. We just got Zell hooked up, buddy. Come on, baby steps. We only got 5 employees.
But it's either TikTok or Instagram Reels. Reels are a huge thing now.
And we just hooked up. I just talked to Bubba about that a few days ago as well.
Yeah, I saw that. Our little raisins.
Yep.
What?
The thing about the U.S. influence.
Raisin brand?
No, raisin Reels.
Reels. Anyways, the thing about the U.S. influence with TikTok is that it's there's so much government influence that they, with conservative voices, I was able to, the influence that I had with people, when I was posting my stuff about Florida, about how Florida's free, way back in late 2020 and early 21, people were all, not just across the country, around the world. They were like, how are you guys doing this? I would post videos about I was playing beach volleyball, and people would go, oh, my God, like 70,
Well,
60 to 70%.
newsflash, the COVID ship has sailed, buddy. Everybody's free again.
I know that. I'm just talking about
Right now,
how,
I know.
how
Listen, I'm not trying to be rude to you, and I'm glad I got to interview you, or you interview me in 05, and I'm glad that you still are a fan and you able to find us, but I got to go. I'm way behind on commercials, but thank you for the heads up, and we're gonna look into that, okay, buddy?
All right, thanks.
Thank you, buddy.
Into the threat.
Members of Congress will be able to ask TikTok's CEO questions themselves next week when he testifies in front of a House committee, Nora.
That'll
there
be a
you go.
blockbuster hearing. Nana Werner, thanks so much.
They're going to bring in the CEO in front of a committee.
Yep, he'll be here next week.
Just like Zuckerberg got holed up in there.
And said nothing.
Well, good.
But still, he'll be here.
Great. Then they'll be able to ask him all the questions that they want next week.
The Bubba Radio Network will return after this.
See here. That's 31 months. Thank you. What it is. Not really. Can't say I just, you see it. We just do different things. Okay, Biz 813.
Lummy is a lummy, say it.
I'm just a lummy. Good morning, Baby Sugar Nerd. What's up, Uncle Eric? Text you right there, you're gonna respond. Just say Redneck 25.
Lummy is a lummy.
Where's the lummy? Where's the lummy? Do a nightmaker. Ohio Patriot, 12 months. That's my sleep right there. We can help you. Running Unity, 1717. Crazy Horse, fucking AFC East. It'll be a shit show. It's true.
Lummy is a lummy.
Lummy's a lummy. Must be a lummy. Lummy's a lummy. Lummy's a dummy. Margiana's 13, 23 months. Bubba is looking rugged today.
I trained today.
Oh, we can tell.
Heavy chest.
Chest and probably a little bit of your shoulders.
Yeah.
They're popping.
Yeah.
Like your forearms.
Are they?
Oh, yeah. Ron Rhodes, 48 months.
Don't lie like you do a lot, kid.
Oh, I'm not lying. I mean, everyone in chat's putting it over, too. You're rugged, thick and rugged. Yeah, you can tell, right, Margiana's? Traps are popping.
I did traps today, too.
Yeah, see, Bubba? Shirt looks good. Showing all the muscles off.
Oh, I'm stiff as fuck. Stiff.
Stiff? Hey, Yoko Clem. Good morning.
Break 4. Make sure I get that skag gimmick.
No problem.
Maybe talk about, maybe put when I put all of where we're heard in there.
Yeah, I was going to do from that beginning part.
Yeah, because you're power picking it.
Power picking it. RC Helmet Hall of Famer, 1,000 bits.
Razor 11-9 or 11-8.
Yeah, their pitching's looking pretty good too. I think they're gonna be pretty good as long as we don't have any injuries.
Lightning's beat the Devils last
I was
night.
gonna say Lightning got off and Stamkos scored 2 with an assist.
Lightning beat the Devils. They played them 2 nights in a row.
Yeah. Stammy got him. Hype train. Double X Power Dog. Double X 1,000 bits.
Lightning have won
Bubba Coffer counter.
2 in a row. They're 4-4-2 in the last 10. 31 games plus.
Stamko's coming off that missing that 1 game leg injury to score two goals is pretty strong.
Although the Rangers have moved ahead of us on points. Or no, they're tied with us.
Yeah, I think we'll probably stay right around that spot for the playoffs and
Fuck, we're at the 6th seed right now.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
Yeah, but we had enough time. I think we can move back up to 4 or 5 seed.
How the fuck does Boston only lose 11 games all year?
And one of them's against us, at home. Tell me, yeah, one of the 3 losses in Boston has at home is from us.
Solo Ford.
Rock and roll.
2018 level 4. DJ Bonner 27 months.
Oh, we're on a height?
We're on a height level 4.
Hype train.
Right now?
Right now.
Ding dong.
DJ Bronner. Dr. Dan's back, hype train style.
Oh,
hey,
Lord.
Double X Tower, Dog, Double X, 500 bits, Double Go Steve, 100 bits. Alex UCF, 48 months.
Good morning, David Moore. Most influential woman, Caitlyn Jenner. I agree with you. Tom Bean, Spiker.
Dog, 1,000 bits.
Live from the Sunbelt Rental Studios, it's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Solo Ford 218. My boy Gerald Melton 100 on the Cash App. Thank you, buddy. We're in the middle of a hype train right now, Lemmy. Where you at?
Level 5, 2%.
Level-wise.
Level 5, 2%. 2 knocked out, 1,000 bits.
Just hooked up our Zelle. A lot of you guys don't have Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. Almost everybody's got Zelle that does online banking. You can send us and support the show that way as well. Today's the first day. It's been going quite swell. Thanks. Zelle, Z-E-L-L-E, at thebubbaarmy.com. Fire away, kid.
Hall of Famer Hierarchy 65, 3,000 bits. Hype complete.
Trickus of Knees, I see her in there too. Thank you.
Sicilian Redneck 25,000 bits.
Sicilian Redneck, thank you. This guy from Harvard says that he can decrease.
David Sinclair.
Now, is he a like a well-known guy?
Yes, very famous.
Like, does Dan know who David Sinclair is?
Nope.
Maybe not that famous. He's big into longevity.
Okay, longevity, like as far as going long, having sex.
Correct. Delaying senescence, aging. He deals with aging mostly.
This Harvard longevity researcher, age 53, says he has de-aged himself by 10 years thanks to these daily hacks. Now, is this what he looks like?
Yes.
He does look better now.
He does.
Yeah.
He's at 53.
He absolutely looks better.
He absolutely, I mean, for real.
Yeah, he said there's a way to test your biological age, which is not necessarily your chronological age. I don't know how they would do that.
Dan, you have any idea how they would test your biological? I mean, you know.
Probably about the percentage of free radicals in your chromosomes.
Or what about like telomeres? Am I just saying something?
Yeah, those are how chromosomes break down in your DNA.
That's a sign of aging, I think, right? Okay.
Lynn Dominic on the Venmo and Will Wilson, T-shirt Will. Thank you so much in the Cash App.
Was this in the show prep?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't get the show prep till this show. She didn't know I was going to be on today.
I didn't know
so I don't have
my fault.
I don't have a lot of fun knowledge on these stories. I usually try to read these stories before the show.
Yeah, I know, it's my fault. I forgot.
That's all right.
He says run 3 times a week. Well, I can't do that. So check.
Extra, do something cardiovascular 3 times a week.
Well, I do that. I guess that can include swimming, cycling, rowing, or a brisk walk.
Right.
Would weightlifting? Oh my God!
Double X Tower Dog 10,000.
Double X Tower Dog 10 G's. Wow. Would and when I lift weights, Anna, like I lift weights quickly. I take like maybe 15 seconds in between sets, and I am kind of out of breath, and I got a good sweat going on.
Yeah.
So like I don't do like I superset and go quickly.
Yeah, good for you, but it's not cardio.
It's okay.
Yeah. He said you should be like, quote, losing your breath like 3 times a week. It would be better in conjunction with some cardio.
Only person who's losing his breath is the Merce Crick when I choke her out.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's
for
not
that
where I saw
outburst.
that going, but thank you.
Now this is right at your intermittent fasting kind of deal. Eat just a few hours a day.
Oh, he's big on fasting.
So
Huge.
like,
well, there's people that live to be 112, eat very little, and they're very thin.
So like now, are
fat people don't live a long time.
Like no, thanks. Yeah,
sorry.
I'm fat, but I'm kind of.
He's biologically skinny.
Yeah,
just like your biological age versus your chronological age. He's biologically skinny.
You're right, Dan. I see it now.
Like how many people that weigh 294 pounds have a blood pressure of 118/76? That's what my blood pressure is. 118/76. My resting heart rate's like 62.
That's great.
So
that's better than mine. No, it's not. Maybe.
I think it was actually I could go to my one blood deal, but it gives you my cholesterol was 179, and my resting heart rate actually was 66. My resting heart rate was 66. My blood pressure was 118/74, and my cholesterol was 177. So how can a guy as fat as looking as I am have those type of good stats?
Because you're biologically skinny.
There you go. Boom.
Just not chronologically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'd rather be the right other one. Although I probably will live longer this way. I mean, having it internally, being internally skinny might be better than being externally skinny. Right?
Yeah.
And the other thing, Dan, I think really, really has made me maybe not age as quickly. I certainly don't look like a 57-year-old man.
Nope.
One, you have helped with that.
Thank you.
But two, I don't drink or smoke.
That makes a huge difference.
I do not drink or smoke. Like, I don't.
And you don't, you're not in the sun all the time, because that also makes you look old.
No, I'm not in the sun all the time. And when I am in the sun, like at the Trader, I wear like some SPF and I put a hat on.
Yep, that's great.
I think another thing, Bubba, that helps people like in Florida specifically is that because we have higher humidity than places like California, our skin is better hydrated naturally and not as dried out. And I think that's one of the reasons that people in California age, in addition to the smog and the stress of California, it's just because it's so dry and arid.
So you think the humidity might actually play
absolutely
a point in like the hydration of your skin?
Yes.
The youthfulness.
Yes.
Now, do you think that the ambient temperature, because people up north, because they go outside and it's really, really cold and it's really, really bad for your skin, and people that work outside, but I think they age not as gracefully as those that, are not exposed to, 0-degree elements and stuff like that, right?
I don't know if cold is bad for skin, because most places that are cold are at high latitudes or super south latitudes, and they have less direct sunlight. So you would think that people that lived in those colder environments got less sun damage over time.
But don't you think it's also drier there too? So
well, it depends. I mean, the Northeast is wet cold, and the Northwest is dry cold.
Right, and the Midwest is kind of medium cold.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he says eat only a few hours a day, is that maybe eat
like intermittent fasting is what
have
I'm saying,
a feeding window,
or time restricted feeding, which I
don't understand what that means. Time restricted feeding. So does that mean like he only eats 2 hours a day, but that means like he eats an hour twice a day, or he eats a half hour 4 times a day. That doesn't make sense to me.
What's the different levels of intermittent fasting?
The different levels?
Yeah.
People make a distinction between intermittent fasting, which I think is more focused on the time you're not eating, versus time-restricted feeding, which is like my feeding window is 2 hours, whether it's in the morning or at night.
So there's a distinct difference.
I don't understand feeding window. That means like you can only eat between 7 and 9, and then you stop eating?
Yes. Yeah.
And that's it.
So that's opposite of what people have been taught for weight loss over the last 15 years about like eating every 2 hours.
For that 2 hours, can I jam as much as I can jam in?
Yeah, but the thing is like you're not going to be able to eat as much in one sitting as you would over the course of one day.
If I go to Long John
No,
Silver's,
because your
I'll kill
stomach
it.
shrinks, when you don't eat for a long time and then you try to eat, you get full much quicker.
You get me Popeyes and some red beans and rice, I'll eat 5 gallons of it.
Okay, well, I guess you can break science.
No, so you're saying like that would be more extreme an eating window than you, right? Than your intermittent, and then
kind of what she does now.
I kind of do that now. I'm more focused on the actual fast than I am that I have to I can only eat between the hours of like 12 and 2.
You're more interested in the time of
not eating
between
versus
meals.
Correct. So even if my feeding window is like a little bit larger, like 6 or 7 hours, then at that point when I have my last bite of food, I try to go like at least 20 to 22 hours.
For real?
That's average for me.
That's amazing.
20. I mean, 20 is...
Remember when I first started, I couldn't go more than 10 hours. I'd have to eat during the show, and I just kind of trained my body to not be needing food at every minute of every day.
I've been training my body that whole entire life.
Yeah, and it was really funny because I used to have like a lot more cellulite on my legs, and
failing.
I remember I used to have a lot more cellulite on my legs, and I asked Dan, what should I do? And he told me to lose 5 pounds, and everyone scoffed at that and said that's terrible. And I didn't do that because I lost 10, and now I don't have cellulite anymore.
Crap works.
For real.
Yeah, I don't.
For real.
My ass is smaller, but that's okay.
I wasn't being insensitive. You asked me a specific question, and that is the right answer.
You told me to lose 5, I lost 10, and it's much
it's
better.
gone.
It's
I
much
will
better.
tell you this. Don't get mad at me.
Yeah.
Please don't get mad at me.
Yeah.
But I have sized up your ass recently.
Yeah.
And it looks better than it did.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's certainly smaller.
The 5
Blitz
pounds
has
or
noticed.
the 10 pounds that you've lost
working it off.
Has come from kind of that.
Has nothing to do with exercise and everything to do with fasting.
For
Less
real.
insulin spikes. I'm more insulin sensitive because I'm not getting spikes and crashes. I have more sustained energy. It's completely transformed my life. That's why I talk about it so much.
Now, what is your typical day as far as when's your last meal and then when you pick it up back up?
Lately, over the last 4 or 5 days, I've had one meal at about 1:30 to 2 p.m. and then I don't eat till that time the next day.
So that's literally 24 hours.
About 24 hours. Yeah, I've been having one meal a day for the last 4 days.
1:30, 2 o'clock.
Yep. For about an hour.
Now, what are you eating for? A lot. I would literally be going like Helen Keller, just trying to find
Helen
anything.
Keller.
Remember how Helen Keller would touch everybody,
she's
just going crazy,
blind
on the
and deaf.
Well, she would try
Why
to
did
grab
she
everybody's.
masturbate with one hand?
Why?
Use the other hand to moan.
Oh my God.
You're lucky you don't have the strap because you can get that away. That's not going to get you the strap, kid. So Anna, but will you for that one, from say 1:30 to 2:30 or whatever? What are you eating a lot?
Yeah, the volume is pretty big, but not as big as you would think because, again, the stomach shrinks. I'm not as hungry. I get fuller faster. But something that I learned probably in the last 2 years with intermittent fasting is that hunger is a transient state. I always thought hunger was like going to the bathroom. It's just going to get worse and worse until you release the hounds. But it's not like that. You'll be really hungry, and then if you just wait 30 minutes, drink some coffee, it goes away.
Yeah.
So that's something that I've learned.
I've been telling myself that for a long time.
It will go away.
I sign on that. When I originally was telling people about being thin versus being heavy and how to lose weight, I'd said, do you want to live like a lion or live like a cow? And what does a cow do? He eats vegetables and grazes all day long and has a meal every hour or two. And the lion sits there and takes a nap until he sees or smells a gazelle, and then does a wind sprint, which is not cardiovascular aerobic exercise.
No.
It's anaerobic resistance training. And then gets the gazelle.
Eats
it. And then sleeps again until the next gazelle runs by, which is the perfect way to live.
Which might be for a week.
Maybe it could be a few days.
Yeah.
So it's a short meal.
Anybody else that tries to grab that gazelle, he'll eat them too.
Yep.
Right?
So why did Helen Keller's dog run away?
Oh my.
Why?
You would too if your name was.
Dan, there comes a part where I can ask you to go home, my friend.
How many Helen Keller jokes do you have?
My God. Wow. My Lord. Did you read a Helen Keller joke book?
No, I guess it's old jokes.
Do you got a bunch of what do you got? Name a guy with no arms, no legs. You throw him in the pool or hang him on the wall and put him in front of your door. You got a bunch of those too?
No.
Yeah. You got a bunch of your mama jokes?
No,
What's
I'm
coming up
not
next? Your mama jokes? My God, what are we living in the 80s? So Anna, like caloric wise, do you?
I have no idea what I take in.
What you take in?
I would assume maybe around 2,000, 2,200. I don't really know. Maybe less, maybe 17. I've never counted that because I'm so OCD. If I get on calorie counting, I'll drive myself crazy.
Now, where are you the hungriest? Where, is it now? Is it like noon?
I was pretty hungry this morning, but I just drank some coffee and it went away because my last meal was yesterday at
1:30.
Ended at 2:30.
She never eats before 10 and rarely eats before noon.
Yeah, it's rare.
Right, so it's usually that 1:30 deal.
Yeah, at least during the week.
That's when I eat last, but I need it so that my pills will kick in.
That's when she eats first.
Yeah, first and last, and then also just with jujitsu, you can't eat right before, and then
you'll throw up
or fart on people.
My eating regimen is usually like a small little breakfast. The way I'm doing with Ozempic.
Yeah.
With my Ozempic deal is I used to have a pretty big breakfast at 4:30. Like I'd have 2 eggs, a piece of toast, and a couple pieces of bacon. This morning I had 2 90-calorie protein bars. That's it. Little ones. Then I went to the gym. Then a lot of times after the gym, I'll make myself a little something. And today I had another protein bar.
What kind of protein bars are you eating? Like what brand? Because some of them suck and some of them are delicious. The power bars are good and the one bars are good. Have you tried the ones?
Fit Crunch is the best.
Mine are kind of teeny. They're about that big, but they're good as hell. They're 90 calories. They're keto friendly.
How many grams of protein?
I don't know. I need to look at all that. I'll bring them in Monday.
By the way, Fit Crunch boxes right now. Buy one, get one free at Publix.
They're the best.
Fit Crunch to me seems like it's too good to be true.
Yeah, that's like a candy bar basically.
It really is good.
But
it's 20 grams.
They take
protein.
the alcohol carbs and they minus the fiber carbs and they I don't know.
It's fuzzy math?
Yeah.
You think it's fuzzy math?
It reminds me of the Supreme Protein bars back in the day.
The big ones?
Yeah, that was fuzzy math too.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at right now, I got 180 calories in me this morning.
Okay.
That's it. And then I have a cold cut sandwich ready for me that I'm going to probably eat here at the next break. Here, and I'll show you.
With the keto bread.
Keto bread, just a little ham and cheese, Willie.
And that's what I do, Bubba. I start off with the protein bar in the morning, and I eat a small lunch, like a sandwich, like a half a sandwich for lunch.
This will be my lunch.
That's what I do, and then I have a normal dinner, and then I
What's your go-to usually, Dan? Tuna
for lunch?
Yes,
I like not really. So I used to
tuna. The tuna
used to
melt.
eat tuna all the time.
Chicken salad.
Okay.
Chicken salad chick. I used to sometimes do.
Isn't that the girl's responsibility? I mean, your employees, they have to have lunch ready for you?
Yes.
Is that directly Jennifer's deal, or does
Usually,
she sub it out?
She usually does it directly, because if she subs it out and it gets screwed up, I get upset.
You get mad?
Yeah, I get angry.
Will you throw the sandwich across the whole facility?
No, I've never done that. I did do that once. Wait,
hold on. You're a goddamn liar, because I've known you've thrown it across the entire facility.
One time, a guy from Gainesville came down to try to get me to contribute to University of Florida, and he brought me this crappy sandwich, which I did throw across the room.
So he's like,
and kicked him out of my office.
Dan, I'm Jim McGillicuddy, and we're here, and we know you're a big-time alumni here at the Gator deal, and we very accomplished plastic surgeon, make $1 zillion. Would you? Could we put you down for $3,000 a year as a major contributor? That'll include 2 football tickets with a Yippee-O and a Yippee-O.
It's funny that you ask that, because, not only did my nephew not get in the University of Florida didn't give me a penny off any tuition, did not give me any scholarships, has not done anything to help me whatsoever in the last 30 years. However, Stetson, who I went to law school with, gave me a 50% scholarship just for being me and doing well in school. So since then,
and accepted my niece.
And accepted my niece. So
Get out of my office.
So I have been giving Stetson a lot of money, and you know what I get to say to Florida? F off. Get out of my office. Stop contacting me.
And this
I'm
sandwich
not giving
that
any
you
more
gave
food.
me was
and thanks for this
horrible.
crappy sandwich, and I threw it across the room. I kicked him out of my office. And I won't take his calls.
It's pimp.
Gave me a little gator pin, too. What the frick am I going to do with that?
Frick. That was a frick, by the way.
I did say frick.
Drink
Matcha
green tea
What
twice a
is
day.
that? What is
It's
matcha
really
green
popular.
tea?
It
It's like
looks horrible.
Doesn't it look like you want to
It looks like somebody went out back and got some of our pond scum and bottled it.
Yeah.
And then Lummy urinated it on the way in.
Yep.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, where do you find it even?
It's like I think it's from Japan.
Matcha green? I mean, is there a store around here that sells it?
Oh yeah, it's at Publix.
You can get it everywhere.
Yeah, it's
Really?
like powder, and then you
Have
just
you had
mix
it before, Anna?
I haven't, and I've been wanting to try it.
I'm going to try some today.
Oh, God.
You're gonna
This is his
hate
secret.
it.
Because a lot of people do what he's saying with the other three things. Try to reduce stress, try to, eat in short periods, try to do some kind of, exertion and exercise and strenuous, cardiovascular exercise.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people do that. No one does the matcha tea as a
Can you get it at
ritual
Starbucks?
twice a day.
We should all try it next week. I'll buy some.
I want to look younger.
Do they make it at Starbucks? We would if it's
I
all
think
the,
that
if it's all
there
the
is some
craze.
matcha stuff. I never go to Starbucks, so I don't know. But I'll buy the powder. And I'll just. I think. Do you have a frother?
Do they have a Keurig?
A frother?
You know,
I mean,
it's
do
like.
they-
bzzz, bzzz.
No.
Yeah, his bzzz do different things.
Right, my bad.
Hold on. How
We'll
about
figure
do
it
they
out.
make it? Do they make it as Keurig cups? I have a
No.
Keurig.
I don't think you can make it in a Keurig cup. I don't think
Well,
so.
they probably have they probably have it, but it's not.
I want to
like
make
the
it like
real stuff.
proper though.
Yeah.
Matcha tea.
Yeah.
I'm going to try some today.
With,
Oh
like,
no, Anna's
milk.
gonna make some for us next week.
I'll figure it out.
And then the guy says, this Harvard Get Young guy says, reduce stress and avoid jerks. Well, I can't do that. I just can't.
I can't avoid myself. Sorry.
Oh, hold on. What?
Nothing.
What was that?
Huh?
Imitating me?
What? He's also a big proponent. I don't know if Dan's heard of this. It's called NMN. Have you heard of this?
NMN.
You know what? Hold on, Anna. I have just
I think he
recently,
developed it, or-
recently heard of it. It's a capsule
Supplement.
that you can get on Amazon. It's really
Yes.
expensive.
I don't know if he is the one that.
It's really expensive.
What's it short for?
Oh God.
I don't know.
This word.
It's a big
mononucleotide.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dan,
I just heard about that recently too.
Nicotinamide mononucleotide?
Yeah. So I don't know if he developed it or if he's just a proponent of it, but
They sell it on Amazon and it's expensive as
he's
hell.
the one that's really been hawking it.
What do you call expensive?
Well,
like
it's
$100 a month?
Let's see.
like
I think this is
like
his.
$68 for like 60 pills or something. Like a buck.
So this is his deal.
Like 58 cents a pill or something.
Age gracefully, energy boost, better sleep, weight management. Here, I'll send this
Everything,
to you.
everything that every human being would like.
But yeah, I've heard him talk about this.
We look younger and
extensively.
thinner.
There you go.
This is I actually
I don't really
bought
know what
some.
it is though.
I actually bought some.
You did?
Yeah.
If you scroll down, there's like some
NMN
video.
you bought?
Yeah.
Really? Have you taken it?
Yeah. I started
DNA
taking it.
repair. I guess. Yeah, he talks about this a lot.
I think mine was I think mine was 1,000 milligrams. I think 60 veggie capsules. They're only 400. A premium high strength NAD booster containing 400. You know what? Monday I'll bring in my little. I didn't pay $230. I paid like $68 for like 2 bottles of it or
If
something.
you scroll down, there's a little video. I don't know if that's going to help explain.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, we got Dan here that can debunk or validate some
Yeah.
of this stuff because he's, this is what he does.
Oh, we have to read.
All right. So, here we go. Oh.
He's really 70 years old.
He's 140.
All right. I'm sold.
World's oldest man.
I'm sold. I could care less what it costs. Buy me a bathtub of it. Here we go. Everybody be quiet. Here we go. It support DNA repair, antioxidant, and cellular rejuvenation.
NMN is a naturally occurring nutrient that can be found in cabbage, avocado, and cucumber. Since
Anna, you eat all that.
Yep.
2016, human clinical trials globally have found NMN to be safe and effective in raising NAD+ levels in cells, alongside benefits of increasing endurance and strength.
There's Dan right before he falls off.
No,
and
that
breaks
guy's
his
probably got a
wrist.
shirt on.
Improving immunity.
Here we go. Improving immunity, DNA repair, and boosting longevity.
DNA repair and boosting longevity. 30 minutes after consuming Inviti, NMN gets converted into NAD+, providing a direct source of fuel to the mitochondria in your cells to produce energy. Since your NAD+ levels are reduced by 50% by age 50, this additional increase in NAD+ levels due to supplemental NMN returns.
They could have picked.
I know.
She had to dance badly.
They could have picked any two older women that had a little more rhythm than these two bitches. For real.
I mean, it's
this would be the one reason why I not buy this stuff.
Right.
Like, these bitches ain't got no rhythm.
Be like Phoebe and Kamala Harris dancing.
This additional increase.
It'll be like Nancy Pelosi and Kamala Harris.
NAD+ levels due to supplemental NMN returns a sense of youthfulness and vitality.
Is this just the latest, like the latest craze, or is this for real?
I don't think it's a craze. This is something like David Sinclair has been talking about.
So Bubba, when you talk about, like how an engine ages, you measure it with like how kind of, how good the cylinders are at keeping pressures, like
Right.
the pressures at 97%, 98% in the
Your
cylinder
valve
pressures.
springs.
Right,
and
those kinds of things.
Compression and
When you look at cellular aging, you look at, defects in the DNA, which increase over time, and the DNA actually degrades over time. It actually deteriorates over time. So if you can find something,
the strength of your DNA,
the integrity of the DNA strands, yes, and so they become kind of rusty over time, and so this helps rejuvenate them, and that really does make a huge difference. The other thing is that theoretically your body's cells can only divide so many times.
Right.
You have only so many divisions in your cells. So we have a programmed death in our DNA. Yes.
For real?
After it divides like 64 times, you're done. You're done.
Can they tell you? Can they do a blood draw or some kind of cheap and let you know how many times you've divided?
Right. They can, and it's done by inference through little things like telomeres and other free radicals that they can find within your DNA and defects within your DNA that increase over time. The other reason that women that have babies in their 40s have people with have kids with Down syndrome or chromosome abnormalities are because when the woman hits puberty and her eggs are stuck in a condition where the chromosomes are paired up. So the longer they're paired up before they become gametes or eggs, then the chromosomes from the left side and the right side of the pair can intermix and blend and get stuck together. And so chromosome integrity is critical to A, staying young, and B, preventing birth defects.
Well, how do you test what your chromosome integrity are?
Like Anna was alluding to, there's specific tests they can run to show degradation of your DNA.
Where do you get these tests?
Probably those anti-aging centers.
Right.
I think it's pretty extensive. I don't think it's just like a blood test, or maybe it's
a bunch of tests that they can do, and collectively they can sort of age you biologically.
So they could say, "Listen, Dan Diaco, we just did these tests on you, and your cells have split 41 times, and you got 16 splits left, and you are genetically 46. Woohoo! And you're gonna die when you're 84.
Oh.
Okay.
If I'm genetically only 46, I'm gonna die at like 97.
All right, buddy. I'm just the guy giving you the stats. Why you got to argue with me? Okay. The doctor told me to come down here and give you your stats.
Test is wrong.
You gonna knock me out now?
I'm
what?
shooting the messenger.
But is that what they would do? Like something like that?
They'll say that you're aging faster than or slower than your chronological age, and there is a process for it.
Now, can you? Okay, and so if you're aging faster than your chronological age, can they give you stuff or may you do stuff to slow that down?
That's what that guy was talking about.
That's what these things are talking about. These supplements, the Kachati. What's it called?
Kamacha.
Crotch tea.
Left an iced tea.
Yeah. When we come back, I got to go to words. When we come back, we're going to get into the Haley Biden is the latest to have been revealed that she got some cash from China as well. Now, why isn't this a big deal?
Because they're protecting the president. If Trump's fifth cousin, twice removed, that lived in Brazil, got $1 from China, they'd impeach him.
If DeSantis' wife was getting, or it was getting cash from China, it'd be a problem, right?
And this is only one of the 12 bank accounts they have. They still have 11 more to go through.
Radio Network will return after this.
Dash 6, that's pretty funny. What's up? Blumpy the lawn sponge. Bama boy. Big longer. Unity. What's up, Ace Yoko Clem? Jace from Virginia. Hey, Bad Jake 81. Good morning. I fudged my pants. I like good caviar too. Stop and go, Steve. What's up, Tom B. Inspector Costume? What's up, Thuggish Ruggish? Funny Face. Glenn Longnecker, you're welcome. Oh, we went to Ocean Prime for Sophia's birthday Tuesday.
You are?
We did.
Where?
Ocean Prime?
We should talk about that.
How bad that hurt you?
It hurt.
It did it?
It did hurt.
Oh, it did hurt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Huh, we need to talk about that on the air.
Okay.
What you eat, Bubs?
My little sandwich.
What's that, Looney's chip?
My little sandwich.
Ah, that's funny. FTE, Greg and Amy. No, it doesn't, but I love that freaking car. Wop Nest Monster. Good morning, S. Brunetto. Hey. Only the 2 types of caviar in the combo. You don't like the one kind. I like this black caviar. No. What's up? Good morning. What's up, Roto? Supercar registry. Sebring 1000. What's up? Felix the cat. I know. I do think they're going to try to do a perp walk with Trump before this administration's over.
Try to do what?
I'm just saying they just break a lot.
I have not been paying attention to any of the January 6th stuff. I'm so over
Unity.
it.
Semi-auto glass Travis. Good morning. CJC peptide. No APARCs. Not familiar with it. I heard burnt food is mutagenic. It's true. And cooking with an open flame is supposedly bad too because you get the products of combustion. Which is why air fryers and microwaves and electric stoves are probably healthier for you.
But isn't there like a thing with microwaves, like the waves? Or
No, I don't think it causes. I don't think it
causes
causes.
cancer or some
I don't
shit.
think so.
Who goes to it?
Oh yeah, if you hang out by it.
Oh, okay.
D.S. Smith photo. What's crap? What were you talking about? What did you talk about eating caviar yesterday on the show?
Yeah.
We did what?
Do you like caviar?
Have you ever eaten it, Dan?
I eat caviar.
And we need to talk about that.
I do like it. No, I like it. With the egg and the other crap that they serve it with.
Never had it or really seen it.
Really? You ever eat sushi?
I don't eat fish. I don't know what the face or ass.
Is caviar kind of like those little...
It's just roe on sushi. It's the same thing. The little egg, the little
red thingies?
Yeah. It's the same thing. That's the type of. That's like sushi.
Are
It's
they
eggs.
unfertilized eggs?
I don't know if they're fertilized or not.
Let's find out. Caviar is unfertilized fish eggs, also known as fish roe. So then I can eat it. It's just like eating a chicken egg.
Yeah, you can eat fish roe. You can eat caviar.
Because it's not little fishies.
No, they're unfertilized.
Yes, unfertilized. Just like eating a chicken egg.
Yeah, they're so tasty.
But I just feel like it's gross.
And super cheap.
I want to see what it looks like. I mean, really.
Fish roe?
Ew.
Snizook, it's disgusting.
It looks, it looks like huge poppy seeds.
My favorite
They do pop in your mouth a little bit.
My favorite dressing is poppy seed dressing.
Me too. It's good as fuck. I need to make concoctions with poppy seed.
Yeah, I like it. I like caviar. I like it.
You go to a certain one you like?
Dan's
like
Dan's
usually the one that's about middle priced. That's the really expensive one I won't do, and the cheap one sounds gross.
Dan's rich.
Just the second or third from the top of the line.
Is the TikTok CEO a Chinese guy?
No, it's like if you had a nice restaurant with like the egg and all the other stuff that you mix it with. They usually give you the little jar of caviar with like 4 or 5 things to mix it with.
Who is Xiao Zhu? Is he?
I enjoy it. No, it's like a briny oyster.
No, I've had a lot of it.
You're a seafood connoisseur.
I'm very disappointed after I eat it, and then I look at the bill.
Well, the bills are fucking poking in the ass, but.
He's a Singaporean entrepreneur.
But you know, like I was at Sebring once, and a friend of mine had done a favor for her. His wife brought over like a whole caviar tray for me.
Oh, really?
And it was awesome. You know, I paid nothing for it, and I enjoyed that caviar.
Only at Sebring.
He's only 40.
That ain't happening at BRP.
Caviar?
No. They're going to bring you over some fucking crackers and cheese.
Live from the Sunbelt Rental Studios, it's the Bubba the Love Spot Show. I've just been informed that Dan had a big fancy dinner. Those kind that'll hurt a guy. I mean, if Dan says it hurts, it would wipe me out. My savings and everything. Blitz, I used to have $1,500 saved, but I took Dan and his family out to dinner, and I only got $300 left.
Uh-oh.
Well,
300 left. You must have not tipped real well.
Dan's family likes to go hog wild. Dan, your family thinks they're rich as hell, aren't they?
Yeah, they think that money really grows on trees.
I mean, you know what? If you want little Danny to appreciate money and the lack of and how to live poor, tell him to come with me for the weekend.
Make him pay for the seafood tower.
Like, first of all, Danny, we're not even going close to the places that your dad takes you. I hope you like Sonic and McDonald's.
He loves those things.
Yeah, well, we're not going anywhere
Yeah,
fancy.
because they're a treat to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere fancy, okay? First of all.
Just take him to the track, Bubba.
Second of all, Danny, you're going to have to get out and take this bucket and pick up rocks after, and just don't get hit by the grader, okay? So when I'm coming around.
You're speaking a different language to this kid.
Yeah.
Pick up rocks.
And then
we're having Zuber dogs for lunch.
we're having the Zuber dog hot dogs for lunch.
He loves hot dogs.
I say that sounds good to me.
And we're going to have some nachos and cheese fries, everybody.
He loves cheese fries.
Yeah.
We
He
had him
also-
last night at the game.
He also loves, $600 seafood towers, too.
I know.
So Sophia, it's her birthday. She just turned 15.
Yes.
And boy, that.
Did her new boyfriend come along?
It's a problem.
Dan doesn't even know. Dan doesn't even know the problems that's fixing to come.
I think
his
Dan
way.
has an idea, but he doesn't know.
Ideas.
Did Bella get a lot of attention when she was 16?
She didn't. Again, she was a dream child. It was not an issue. She was not
love
like
her.
sexually precocious or anything like that. So.
Yeah, because Steve had her locked down.
Yes.
Completely opposite of him, but still,
Right.
nonetheless.
Because we were like out, running around naked as kids.
Right. And Steve was the first to lose his virginity at 6.
Right.
So anyway.
Exactly. His balls dropped when he was 6.
Yeah. And so anyway.
Wow.
He was shaving at 11.
Anyway, Bella was a good girl, and we think Sophia's a good girl.
Yes.
But she's beautiful, and she's already got guys sniffing around the buckle brush.
Yep.
Nonetheless.
Yep.
And
This big old mop head kid.
Did you meet him?
No. He
what
wants
year
to
is
meet
he?
me.
What year is he?
He's either a freshman or a sophomore. I think he's a freshman or a sophomore.
Okay.
He goes to like Hillsborough, I think. But
All
he's
right.
on the crew, and so they met at a crew meet.
You think they made out?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, they wouldn't have made out in that. There's a bunch of kids running around. You can't. It would be very It would be very awkward.
You think they've held hands?
Yes.
Okay. You think? I mean, do they send back little Snapchatters and
I
stuff
don't
like? Yeah. Well, you know what? That's how these kids
Mm.
communicate.
Yep.
And how we can't find out is they Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had your talk with Sophia yet?
I've had a couple talks.
Okay. Well, give me the talking.
Well, the talking right now is I haven't had to get to that talk. That
Oh, okay.
that talk.
The one that's coming.
Yeah.
So what preliminary talks have you had?
Just about respecting herself, respecting others,
Okay.
being a lady, not being a slut.
Did you use the word slut?
Slut. Yes.
You did.
Did you say you will
Yes.
shame the family?
Yes.
Okay.
Be respectful.
Right.
Be a lady. Don't be one of these sluts that are just sleeping around with guys to be popular.
Right.
You're already popular. You don't have to do that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And the least that you do now, the more you'll actually be respected as you get older.
Yes, I
And
did.
the more that that's something that, completely, I mean, I'm being very hypocritical now. It's not the life that I've led. But nonetheless, I'm not a girl either. And I never had a daughter. But, the more respectful and the least amount that you fool around now, you will
Increases your value.
It does. It really increases your. It does.
On the
It's an investment
mating,
in your own.
the
exactly.
long-term mating market.
Because girls get a reputation in high school.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
I mean,
and she
like
does not want one. She does not want a reputation.
Right.
She's very sensitive to that. She doesn't
And
want
girls
people to
do.
mock
I mean,
her.
listen, even back when we were in the high school in the 80s, Dan, or now, girls that are loose and screw around and, do stuff, it just even though they think it's secretive and it's only with 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 guys.
People talk.
It gets around. Next thing it was like, see that girl over there? Yeah. She gave oral to Jim and Fred and Ron on the football team.
Yep, everyone knows.
Everybody, and she
everyone knew.
Yep. And so, it's like almost an investment. You really are. You really have
Sexual
to control,
reputation is very important to women.
Control your
and men.
urge. Yeah, but for us, it's a conquest.
No. I mean, it's very important. Women's sexual reputation is very important to women and also to men.
And the best way to destroy
and we want the
a
best
girl,
of both worlds.
is to
We
call her
want
slut.
a chick to blast, but we don't want her to have a bad reputation.
And the best way to destroy a girl emotionally is have her do something with a guy and everyone find out.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, those are the girls that commit suicide, quit the school.
And here's the
You know,
thing:
it's
today,
horrible.
in
It's
today's
horrible.
world, that information is quickly disseminated.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it had to be like somebody told somebody, or it wasn't.
It's easily broadcasted.
Right,
now.
and it's easily distributed.
Yes.
Through the means of all the social networking things, and just and Dan, tell her sternly, don't you ever, ever take a picture.
Oh yeah.
Of anything less than being in a bikini that you would be at the beach. Something like that. Don't you? Because that stuff. I mean, Dan.
Yes, I agree.
Even if it's on Snapchat, it gets out.
Yeah. Like, don't you ever let a guy persuade you to take a picture anything less than you would take at the beach. Period. Or I will
And make
beat
sure
your
face
ass.
isn't in it. Yeah.
I will beat your ass and ground you.
And she'll end up going to like a all-girls boarding school in Maine.
Because she's popular, she's pretty, and if she would do something like that, it would quickly get out. You know that.
Yeah,
the
it'd
more
be
popular
wildfire.
you are, and the more you got things locked down, and you don't participate in being a slut, and you do slip up and do a little, topless shot or something for this boy that you think likes you, it's gonna get out. It's gonna get out.
100%. It always gets out.
And it's bad for the family. It's bad for everything. And it's just horrible because kids are mean. I mean, right? Society is mean. Society is so mean. I didn't have a daughter. Well, I had Julia, but then, Heather and I divorced when she was like 10.
Perfect.
So we didn't yeah, exactly. I had
You have to deal with it.
I need to have
Right
these.
before there's any controversy.
Right.
Because at 10, there's nothing going on.
Right. She just was riding her little horses and hanging out with her little girlfriends,
Now
whatever.
she's riding something else. Sorry.
She did end up being very beautiful,
Mm.
and
Did
she's very beautiful. She went to Florida State, and I think she's doing really well. I think I follow her. I mean, I keep up on her.
Sure.
I was her stepfather for 6 years. She's a very, very good girl, and I haven't spoke to her since the day she left, but I do follow her, and I'm a very much a cheerleader for her, and I hope she does well.
She did nothing wrong.
So anyway, Dan, I mean, you're going to have that conversation.
I know.
And you're going to have to be like Mad Dan.
I know.
You have to scare her.
And
She's already scared.
Romina's probably going to start crying for her. Ah! My sister used to cry when I was getting whipped. She would cry for me.
Really?
Did you ever cry when your brothers were getting whipped?
No.
No, he would laugh.
You
I
probably
would laugh. I just keep my mouth shut. Don't catch eyes. No
Yes.
holes, no
You
troubles,
just
man.
look straight ahead
Yep.
as Jay's getting his ass whipped, and you're like not saying nothing, not doing nothing, because Arlene will see me and
Stay off
she'll
the
come
radar.
up on me.
Yep, stay off the
Right?
radar. 100%.
Who did Arlene whip the most, Steve? By far.
Yeah, all the time. He laughed at her. She'd bring it on harder.
For real.
Yes, sir.
How about Pops? Who'd he whip the most?
No one. He hit me one time.
Pops didn't whip?
No.
Really?
He didn't. No, he didn't.
I wish he would have.
Probably be better people.
Steve would at least be. Steve needed some ass whippings for Dr. Joe.
Yeah, I don't think Dad ever hit Steve.
Ever?
I don't think so.
You did. Right?
Yeah, you did.
Punch him in the
Multiple
face.
times. We punched each other in the face a million times.
Out of your two brothers, you two have tangled the most.
Oh yeah.
Not only as kids, but as adults too.
Yes, definitely. Jail just call the police if you attack him now.
Well, no, Jay would
bust out 911.
No, he wouldn't.
He threatened to do that to Steve last time they got in an altercation.
No, they did not.
I swear to God.
Hold on. So Steve and Jay get into it fairly recently?
Maybe about 15 years ago.
Okay, and what did Jay say?
Well, Steven went up to him. They were fighting. They were arguing. And Steven walked up to him, and he took his shirt, and he just went, and popped all 6 buttons off at the same time. And after he ripped off his buttons, they were about to throw down, and Jay pulls out his phone and starts trying to dial 911.
And where were you?
I was laughing. I couldn't do anything because I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard.
Have you ever
we were all living together at Fair Oaks.
Have you ever had to step in on those two?
No, I just let it go.
See, Dan, you're such a dick.
Why?
You should be there for Jay.
Entertainment. You kidding me?
Yeah, you should be there.
I'm thanking God that I'm not in the mix.
And I'm thinking right now, man, that Jay might be able to take Steve. And today,
Jay thinks he can take Steve.
Really?
Jay fantasizes that he can take Steve. And if they came down to a throwdown, Steve would F Jay the F up.
How about you and Steve?
Every time Steve and I fight, I hurt him. And I beat him. I can beat him in every battle, but he'll come back sometimes, like if I'm asleep or something, and then
literally kill you,
wreak havoc on me. Yes.
Yeah, you're sleeping, and I'm saying, you're getting hit in the head with an aluminum baseball bat.
Exactly.
And he tells you to go treat that now, buddy.
Yep. Steve fights dirty. So Steve will lose a battle, but he'll come back and win the war.
So you take your family for Sophia's birthday party. Dinner.
Yes.
Like I'm taking my mom to that fancy. I'm to Jeff Giragante's Moulin Rouge or whatever the hell it's called.
Moulin Rouge, exactly.
I don't know how I'm supposed to dress.
No, Dan, where'd you go?
Ocean Prime.
Oh, that's his go-to place.
Yeah, no, I know.
Because it takes 2 months to get a reservation at Burns.
Are you? Well, okay. Well, who's going to Burns?
No one now.
90-year-olds. I wouldn't go to Burns if they paid me.
It's cheaper.
They could literally say,
It's
Bubba,
cheaper.
I'll give you $100 if you'll go to Burns.
I'd rather go to Burns than Ocean Prime because it's half the price.
Yeah, Burns really isn't that expensive anymore.
No, it's not. It's a deal.
Is it as good a food?
Better.
Yeah.
Better food and it costs less and it's a better, more exclusive.
One time that I went there, they tried to make me wear a jacket.
They don't do that anymore.
Okay.
That's out with the 90s.
It still looks like crap from the outside, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's like a funeral home.
Blitz,
Yeah.
Randy Michaels and those guys were having a Power Pig dinner over there, and Randy's like, "When you get off the air, just come on over. We don't have dinner until 9, so by the time you get off the air at 11, we're just going to be getting into it." And I was like, "Okay." So I took my Tyrone Isuzu pickup truck with the Mexican green neon underneath it, lowered.
Jesus.
And I'm wearing a pair of basketball. Now, mind you, I'm weighing 405 pounds.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got a flannel shirt that's cut
God, I
off at
wish
the
I knew
sleeve.
then.
A flannel, you'd be
I would
just
love
mesmerized by me.
Yeah. Feeding you
Blitz
every
would be,
hour on
not
the
that
hour.
we would be romantically involved, but Blitz would start to get a complex. Like,
I know.
why are you so into him? Because he's fat.
She'd be wanting to sit on your lap and feed you.
She would want to move her microphone positions. Like, listen, can I have that mic over there? Like, where you do Blitz,
Blummel.
where you do Blummel?
Yeah.
That's where she would want to
I
sit.
know.
Can I
So she
sit
could
on you?
just-
You
so
look so comfy.
She'd just look at me and my side fatness the entire time. And then Blitz would take me aside and be like, "Hey, man, can you get my girl to stop sweating you?
Right.
Can you lose 50 pounds?
Can you lose 50 pounds?
No, I'm going to gain 10 and she's going to lose you. You leave you, bitch."
Yeah.
So anyway, Lummy, I'm assuming you're sending
Is
me.
this kind of like your outfit, but the sleeves
Hell
out?
yeah.
The
Hold on.
basketball shorts?
Yup.
That's at my teen club. Sponges. Right before 2 Live Crew came on.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's
2
what
Live Crew?
that's what I was rolling with.
That's awesome.
I walked into Burns like that, and they're like, "Sir." I go, "Yeah, I'm here to see the J-Core table," because that's what Randy told me. I get there 11:15, and it's the J-Core family, and I go, they're like, "Sir, you need a jacket." I go, "Well, I don't have a jacket, and I don't think you guys got one that fits." And then, like, hold on. So they go to the back, and they find, like, maybe a size
Tablecloth?
56 jacket. Well, I was probably wearing, like, a 68 jacket back then. Maybe a 70. And they put this, and it was just like a
Fat guy in a little coat.
And if I had done the fat guy in a little coat gimmick like that,
the crab?
I would have just, So they put this jacket on me to walk me through there. And everybody's like, what in the hell is going on here? This guy's got a pair of basketball shorts on with a jacket that Grandpa, might have, I don't know.
Left there 10 years ago.
And so Randy goes, Randy immediately sticks up for me, and he gets the waiter. And at this point, man, I think there was like 20 people there. So Dan,
God, I can't even imagine.
The bill literally is like $4,000.
Right.
Maybe 5.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's how I was living.
Hell
Right there.
yeah.
Hell yeah. That's a panty
Those
dropper
socks
for
are
Anna.
screaming right now.
Anna.
I'm so whapped.
Everything is screaming. that bar is screaming. That's made out of complete, construction.
I'm in love.
Yeah.
The sunglasses are about to snap.
Yeah, I mean,
the wishbone.
The rings are screaming. The Rolex is screaming. The shoes are already turned on the sides. The last button on my thing's screaming. My hat's screaming. My teeth are screaming.
Your teeth.
So
my
we
God.
get into Burns, and they're like, So we walk up to the table. I got my rent a fat jacket on, and Randy takes the waiter aside and goes, "Are you familiar with what our bill is right now?" And he goes, "I think it's like $4,600." He goes, "Exactly." So at $4,600, can you make my friend not have to look like a clown and take off the jacket, please? The guy goes, "Most certainly." So they took this jacket off, and I was able to roll around. I think
Nice.
I ordered a big ass steak and some
Thank
fries.
God.
That's so funny.
So you go to Ocean Prime.
Yes, and with
Sunday?
No, Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
Because that's her birthday. Was Tuesday.
All right. So we
Friday.
haven't seen you since Tuesday.
Mm-mm.
So you did the show Tuesday. Was Tuesday Operation Day?
No, it was office.
Office. You what time's the reservations?
I think it was like a 7:15.
All right. So you roll up in there at your go-to place. You take the Escalade V.
Yes.
Roll up now. Valets are just like when you roll up and valet that. Are they like, oh wow, cool?
I don't like valeting.
You know?
Mm-mm.
I hate it.
I hate valeting.
I do too. But
So we found an awesome parking spot right in the front, and I was like,
so you
park
park
there. Because you valet, then you got the stinky guy that's been running back and forth all night in your car.
Yep.
If they crunch your rim, they don't do S about it.
Mm-hmm.
And
you
so
have to
I
pay
don't
them.
want it in my car. There's guns in there. There's money. There's all kinds of stuff in
Yeah.
the car. So you're out.
So what if you go to a place that only valets?
I don't. And if I do, then I park my own car. I give the guy $20 and say I'm parking it and I'm keeping the key. Suck it.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
It works.
With my smart car.
You give him $20, he'll do anything, dude.
$20. Where
Handy, whatever you need.
Where can I park? Here's 20. Tell me where to park.
Yep, I'm parking it and I'm keeping the keys.
So you go Tuesday. You roll up in there. Any wait or is
No,
it? All,
not at all.
They
They
have
have
a
a table
reservation?
ready for us. We have a reservation in the middle.
And so the obviously you guys get served. What did you order for a drink?
Romina and I had some wine. I had a
Okay.
glass of wine with
All right.
Romina.
All right, wine time. And then and does Danny go for the infamous seafood tower?
Yes, but it was interesting because we had this guy waiter come up. It was a good-looking guy. He had his hair kind of pulled back and a little bit of a scruff. And, he asked a bunch of questions and said, you want a little time. And then he kept pressing for the answers. And I said, no, just give us a little time, please. And so he walks away, and Romina's like, I think you upset him. I'm like, why? He asked us if we wanted time. I said, yes, give us time. So then a female waitress comes up. She goes, see? He quit. I'm like, wait, he quit. She goes, you got him so upset. He's not waiting on us anymore. I'm like, Romina, listen, chill, woman.
You don't run a very strong ship, man.
No, I'm like, listen. I said,
need to shut. You need to just look at
How
her
would you
and
have
say,
handled that, Boo Bear?
I would have said, "Shut up,
bitch."
No, just shut up. He asked us for. I told him we needed a little bit of time. You're gonna get cheese fries anyway, bitch. I'm looking at.
Just like when you cut in line at Gator Nationals.
Yeah.
You gave that guy $11.
Yeah, and she went on. I said, "Shut up."
Yeah, I'm like that.
So she,
I said it nicer, but
under your breath.
essentially the same thing.
Right. So
she did.
So the guy comes back. Give you a little time. That gives Danny a time to find the most expensive appetizer.
Well, if you scroll down, Bubba, that's the menu.
All right, cool. So giving you some time gives Danny an opportunity to find the MKTs because that's what he's looking for.
MP.
He loves when things cost MKT or MP.
Yeah, MP.
Because that to him is free.
Right, MKT.
It's all free to him.
I mean, Danny's like, man, this smoking shellfish tower doesn't even have a price on it. Must not be much.
It was so funny.
Click on the dinner one too on your menu because it's a little different from the lunch to dinner.
Dinner. Here we go, dinner. So this is what Danny rolls up on.
So he missed the tower. See how it's like kind of like a sub paragraph in that little thing.
Yeah.
He missed it because I don't see the seafood tower.
Good.
And
I'm sorry.
like,
What did
really?
you say?
I don't see the Thifu Tower.
I don't see a seafood tower. And you're like, good, there is no seafood tower in here.
No Thifu Tower.
There's no seafood tower. and now see, here's a conversation I would have had with my family on the way over. I would have said, you're gonna get so much heat for this. If Romina's listed and now you're making fun of Danny's list. And
Not different than any other time he's told the story.
Yeah, the seafood tower. He has kind of a little Mike Tyson sound to him, does he not?
A little bit, yes. Yes.
An Italian Mike Tyson. I don't have the seafood tower. So I would have been on the way over in my $157,000 SUV. I would have said, "Hey guys, let's not go crazy tonight. Things were a little slow this week on operations. Actually, you're jammed full. But give Pops a break. Let's see if we can get out of here for under 5."
They were a little more self-conscious because of the promo I cut in the Bahamas.
Right.
So they were being a little more self-conscious. But, Sophia, all she really wanted was the seafood tower. That was what she almost wanted as an entree.
And it was her birthday.
And it was her birthday. And so she wanted it. And so when she said,
Daddy, can I have the seafood tower?
So, but the seafood tower you customize, and so you end up putting those things in there, like the oysters and the crab meat and the lobster and the
So if I had the
shrimps.
seafood tower, I would I don't want any oysters. What's East Coast, West Coast?
East Coast oysters are oysters from the East Coast, and the West Coast oysters tend to be a little smaller, firmer,
I don't want any
and brinier.
oysters. They taste like
sperm. East Coast have a deeper shell normally.
Yeah.
I'll take the crab meat, the jumbo shrimps. And the Maine lobster. That's what if I can make that my tower, will they do that?
Yes, they customize it.
All right, and that would probably be what, $350?
Probably $200.
Okay, so you guys did get the seafood tower.
Yes.
All right,
and we got it with two of the we got with a dozen oysters, 2 lobster tails, and 2 orders of the shrimp cocktail, and 2 of the crab meats.
So what are you, $225?
Something like that.
$225. And then what? How about
And
dinner?
the wine, I got some nice glasses of wine. I didn't get a bottle because I just wanted a glass, and she wanted like a
She
glass
wanted a
or
bottle,
two.
too.
She did. She was upset that I didn't get a bottle. I'm like, just get as many glasses as you want. Jesus,
Donnie, I
leave
like
me
to
alone.
I do wine in bottles, Donnie. Right. So we do.
So annoying.
we
Not your invitation, but her wine infatuation.
I have not done a glass of wine, Donnie, ever. I go bottles. So
she busts out the freak show cans.
The seafood tower gets you at $225. Then what are we going with as far as
And then everyone got Romina got I can't remember what she got. She got a salad and she got something else. Sophia just got some sushi rolls. Danny was talking about getting something big, and I'm like, Danny, we're getting all this lobster. I mean, all this seafood tower. Why don't you just get like a steak or something?
Does Danny know what peanut butter and jelly is?
No.
No, that's what I'm saying.
He has no idea what that is.
Yeah, exactly. It's what he needs to be eating when he's at Clem's camp.
So he and I just got just 8-ounce fillets.
What? All right. So
those are like $50.
What was your all out price with tip?
$720.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I don't care. Even when I was even when I was rich, I can't.
Irritated me.
I can't spend $720 on something that's just going to be percolating to poop about 12 hours from now.
I
mean,
disagree.
Dairy Queen produces the same byproduct as that goddamn $225 seafood tower.
I agree, Bubba. And the only thing that was more expensive than that dinner was the dinner that I got for free on Monday night at Meat Market.
That's where you go wild. I mean, you should.
I was happy to. Well, that's how they felt. They're not paying, so let's go run wild. They did the same thing I did.
You should,
but they were thankful, and the
Did you get thanked?
First of all, I did get thanked. They were both.
There you go.
They both said thank you.
Okay.
Everyone said thank you when we got back in the car.
Mm-hmm.
The
Thank
mail
you.
waiter came back.
Thanks, Dad.
The mail waiter came back. Yes. Thank you, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you, Dad. The mail waiter came back. Sophia and Danny determined that he looked like he should be in Star Wars. I'm like, Star Wars? He looks like he could be in Star Wars? I mean, everyone from, Jar Jar Biggs to Carl Weathers is in Star Wars. What does it mean that he looks like he should be in Star Wars?
Right.
They said he looked like a Jedi. He did.
I think she
He
was
a handsome fella.
I think Sophia might have been getting.
Yeah, I know. Those hormones are starting to change.
Oh, God.
Now you can't even take her out for dinner because she's hitting on the waiters.
Oh, my God.
For real.
I know.
Oh, my God.
How much does a chastity belt cost?
I don't know. Do they make them on Amazon?
I will buy
You
them.
can find one immediately.
The Bubba Radio Network will return after this.
You said you got it done in the East Coast.
You got office at 9:30, don't you?
Yeah, I gotta get going.
I know. You got to get. Trust me, I was informed of your schedule
I would
yesterday.
just get a bunch of sides.
The girl with the
I gotta
who's kind of cute with blonde with the glasses said Dan has office at 9:30 tomorrow.
You told him I was coming in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay, or did you lie?
You didn't tell any of us.
I didn't say nothing to nobody.
Well, I informed him.
Okay, good.
Dan will be rolling in here like a goddamn tornado about 10 o'clock. Hey, let's follow through on that. Let me know.
Oh, yeah.
It is time sensitive.
All by myself. I'm just here all by myself. What's up, Snezek? Good morning, Beacon Fabian. There's Jizz. 6 months. Happy Friday, Louise. Update on the Filthy Gingers. He's here. I was a little 60. Fuck, excuse me, 66. Oh, I'm not upset. I'm not sad. You guys in chat keep me way better company than the singing person to my left during hot mic. Let's be honest here. What's up, Lovey's Chip? Exactly, Lundy's Chip. What's up, CC Gonzalez, 28? Uh-oh. Bubba's here. Thank you, Shifty McNichol. Oh, his penis is on my elbow.
Stop, Dan.
Oh, I meant that in a.
And you didn't mean that at all, is what
I meant that in a clinical way.
No, it's not even clinical.
Oh, not clinical.
You didn't even mean it at all.
I was joking. Bad joke. I'm like Dr. Dan now. Oh, I'm like Dr. Dan. Bad jokes.
I was a little thick, and I was trying to put it on your elbow, but then you called me out on it, so I had to take it off immediately.
I had to tell everyone how amazing it is.
Oh, God, you need some therapy.
Yes, I do. And you're giving it to me. Oh. Oh. DrinkLocalFlorida.com. 29 months.
You got knots, buddy.
I do. And they hurt.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, troglodyte guy. Ow. Oh. Oh.
What, buddy, what?
You're giving it to me.
Can you talk? Can you talk about it, cuzzy?
Not really, because I'm... Oh, yeah. Give it to me, Bubba.
You're a mountain of a man. Say it.
I'm a mountain of a man that you're just giving it to me so good. Ah! Oh, that was a bad one. Oh. Oh, yeah.
That's your buffalo hump
Oh,
right
that's
there.
my buffalo hump right there, Bubba. You're hitting it good. Oh. Hold me down. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're the man, Bubba.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're getting
Got it. Got it. Got it good.
Oh! Can I get a baby one?
Oh!
Yeah.
This is a baby.
Can I get a baby one?
This is a baby one.
Elbow or hands?
Elbow.
You're so little, though. I don't know.
Bubba, lay it in there.
No.
Lay it in
See,
there.
I'm kidding.
See,
I'm kidding.
see, now you got me gunshot.
That's what I'm talking about.
Give me that elbow.
I went in the big E73, 75. Probably with the Bears locker room.
That's a little bit of a knot there.
Well, that's my bone.
You're just so little that I can't.
Whittle?
I can't get any gription on it. Cause you're so whittle.
Whittle!
What's up, Brother Nash?
Ew! Look at this caviar. Oh, fuck that. I ain't eating that shit. That's nasty.
Picture for Bubba.
Oh, you see that?
You're whittle.
Whittle. I think Bubba is having his wedding reception at Longhorn. Longhorn. I want to see their menu. I'm sure I could get a baked potato with a salad. View menu. No. There's nothing for me in this fucking place.
Live from the Sunbelt Rental Studios, it's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Lovey, look what I found. Original Boys with the Bass CD.
Oh, yeah.
Bubba the Love Sponge. Blockbuster limited edition because Blockbuster is the only place that distributed them. Nice. Dropping bass.
Good CD.
Power Pig, hello.
Hi, is this Bubba the Trash Mouth Sponge?
Well, I don't know.
I think it is. Bubba, I listen to you. My kids listen to you because you're the kind of music they can dance and sing to, okay?
Right.
I got my kids coming in here complaining and hooping and hollering because of the way you talk to kids on the phone. I understand that's your job. You got to do your ratings, okay? But let it be a time like after 9 o'clock. Most of these kids are 10 and under that are calling in.
Man, we were dropping bass back then, were we not?
Yeah.
Damn.
Lately. At least talk to them. They listen to that kind of music. They don't have another station.
Listen, this is like some straight racial stereotyping New York bitch. Listen to her. Listen to what kind of music I play.
To listen to that kind of black music.
That kind of black music.
Jesus.
Ma'am.
What?
Are you being racial?
No.
Mark Berger, 25 with a Cash App. Thank you.
No, I'm not being racial.
Hold on. This is the best line ever, Anna. She's not being racial, and here's her excuse.
I could be racial. Believe me, you wouldn't be the same damn color I am.
Is that the best ever?
It is.
If I could be racial, I would be different than you.
What the hell?
Well, what color are you?
The same color you are.
Well, why are you trying to say you don't want me to be your color?
No, the only thing I'm telling you to is to be a little more politer to the children that
Politer.
call into you.
I used to just rail kids. Like, I was so mean to kids. It was my gimmick.
You gotta say black music. I play color.
Rob Pyle, 25 with a Cash App. Thank you, buddy.
Band. They're not black guys. I play UB40. They're not black.
Right. But let me ask you this.
I play Ace of Base. She ain't black.
There's not another radio station that plays the kind of music those kids like to listen to. And you're racist against children.
I'm racist against children. How can that be? How is that even a statement, Anna?
No, it doesn't make sense.
You're racist against children.
I play Janet Jackson.
I play Janet Jackson. Okay, she's black.
No, you probably can't produce them.
Did your mom have any kids that live? I don't think so, you hoe.
We
Get
did,
off me.
jerk. But the thing...
Ho, get off me.
You want your ratings? Hey, shut up, you big
Blitz, no wonder I was number one with like a 90 share. Nobody was doing this stuff.
Well, you didn't want the Federal Trade Commission on your ass.
I want the Federal Trade Commission. Public Service Commission.
Oh.
Oh.
Goddamn.
Ooh. She said she was Pikachu. Gotta keep that bass going, though.
Yeah, that was some bass. That was some bass.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of All You Can Eat Records.
That's Anna, that was my record label.
All You Can Eat Records?
All You Can Eat Records.
We welcome you to Planet Bubba. Here at Planet Bubba, we will be experiencing a multitude of audio techniques, which we have perfected for your enjoyment and entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, shortly we will be going through phase 1 of our journey. Phase 1 consists of vocal techniques with audio tracks. Please note the warning signs above your
I don't even remember this one.
head. If you have bad hearing, a bad back, or a bad heart, don't come along.
Welcome to Planet Bubba, so you know it.
Oh, yeah.
Time for me to get loose and kick a funky rhyme. I'm gonna go for mine, so won't you clear the way? And if you don't wanna move, your ass will get sprayed. Ain't got time to play with no little punks. And just like a spare tire, you'll be found in my trunk.
I think I need it. It was embarrassing.
No, it's good, Bubba.
Dead, that's right, cause I make the rules. This is my damn planet, ain't got time for fools. Just hoes and hoes, bitches and sluts.
That's all I got, Anna.
Hoes and hoes and bitches and sluts.
Bitches and sluts with big OTs and big O butts.
With 10 old biddies and big old butts. So you know what's up? I'm the king of the place. Now chill for a second while I drop the bass.
Ladies and gentlemen, we
And I'd play this on my show at night.
have just completed phase 1 of our journey. Now we shall move on in the Bubba experience to phase 2, which is
Oh, not phase 2.
No, I don't even know what phase 2 is. You better hold on, phase 2, kid.
So please grab all small children by the hand when entering into the vehicles. And yes, by the way, bitches to the left, fellas, take your ass home.
That's right, bitches to the left, fellas, take your ass home.
Anna. Bitches to the left, fellas, take your ass home.
Cause every girl on the planet, you know I'm gonna bone. So don't get jealous, that's the way it goes. I gotta have me hoes and more hoes.
Gotta have hose and more hose?
I gotta have hoes, and then let me guess what?
What?
I gotta have some mo hoes.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
The more, the better. The coochie gets wetter. See that girl over there, man? I ain't gonna sweat her.
The mo, the better. The coochie gets wetter. See that bitch over there? I ain't gonna sweat her.
On the night, she'll be riding my jock. And if she's not, she's got a hell of a long walk. Back to Earth.
What is it? Back to what?
Earth.
Back to Earth.
I think I said Earth. Trying to be a black guy. Listen.
My jock. And if she's not, she's got a hell of a long walk. Back to Earth. She knows what's up. About 9 o'clock, I'll be slapping that butt. So pucker up, bitch. You never find another. I'm the only man that rules Planet Bubba.
Did you rhyme mother with Bubba?
This isn't too far from
Bubba.
This isn't too far from the way they brag about it now, is it?
No.
No.
Ladies, on behalf of All You Can Eat Records, we thank you for completing the journey through Planet.
But boy, Gooch's son's playing hockey at Notre Dame today.
Nice.
Listen to this.
Get some of that, Sawyer. Yeah, Sawyer, don't be caught dead. Listen to this at school.
Bubba.
Maybe the kids would think this would be cool.
Yeah, probably. Bubba, now, did you write your own lyrics?
No.
Oh.
When exiting the vehicles, please watch your step. Grab all of your belongings and small girls by the hand. Ladies, on your way out, be sure to stop by our gift shop.
We got a gift shop, ladies and gentlemen.
We have products ranging from the Planet Bubba t-shirts, MC Boom hats, and boys with the bass woofer cabinets. And what we're best known for is our Tom Bean condoms.
Tom Bean condoms.
Our special today will be sparklers and shingles. And remember, if it's not dynamite, it's just not pizza.
Oh, we had to take Domino's.
Well, you took Tom Bean's name was out of it too.
Yeah, Tom Bean and Domino's. We had to make a last-minute edit because Tom thought he might be getting, This is when he had 1 million Domino's pizza. It's got a good little beat.
It does.
I'm gonna start playing this for a walk.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Is this Bubba?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Bubba. How you doing?
Fine. What can I do for you? What's your name?
This is Kim.
Hi, Kim.
I just have to say that this radio station really sucks. Sorry, I just had to say it. You've been acting... The pig station fits you to a T, because I really think that you are a pig, too.
You think my station sucks?
Yeah, I really do.
And you think that I suck?
I think that you're a pig, just like what your radio station says.
Where are you from?
I'm from Long Island.
Where? Long Island?
Yeah.
Long Island or Rhode Island?
Long Island. New York.
Are you a spring breaker?
Yes, I am.
So what right do you have? Do I go up there and listen to your radio station and say...
I wish you would come up and listen to our radio station.
Hey,
you could hear a real radio
Sweetheart, I'm familiar with Hot 97, PLJ, Z100, and all those other little punk-ass wannabe radio stations. I'm familiar with all that. They couldn't be a pimple on my ass. Won't you take your rude Long Island ass right back where it came from? Because I sure as hell didn't ask you to come down here. I sure as hell didn't ask you to come down here, okay, you little bitch? I didn't ask you to be down here, okay? You find it necessary to come down here and lay your fat Long Island ass in the sun and sponge out.
That's how it always ended, Anna. That's how it always ended. Lummy, how low can you go?
How low can I go? How low can you go?
A lot of guys that did like the car-based stereo competitions would specifically buy this CD, not for the call, but for our songs because we had such huge bass in it.
Move to the beat, groove to the funk, bass tearing up speakers, throwing them out the trunk. Boys with the bass in 1990 quad.
1990 quad. This was in 94. What was that? 30 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Nearly 29 years ago.
Here to stay, dropping more bombs than the movie Blown Away. Yeah, bitch, I'm rocking the mic, bro. Don't have a flow. Got more people watching me than Al
Callen's Bronco. Got more people watching me than Al Callen's Bronco. That's actually
a good reference.
That's actually a pretty damn good line.
Bronco, we like the bass, dropping deep out the Jeep, so don't try ya. You know our bass carries more than Mariah. Quest that my best with the gangster mess around, bitch, and find your ass in the ditch. So you know it's funky when I flow. To all you sucker bass groups, how low can you go?
This is when we get, like, your speakers may not even be able to pick it up. Listen, here we go. Here we go.
Hey.
Now, if you have a system, like if you just have a regular system, you can't even really even understand this bass. But if you have a system with like some pretty decent woofers, oh, they're going crazy right now.
Check it, it's time to wreck it, and I come correct. Beating up punks and choking girls by the neck.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't give a damn what you think about me. Consuming more liquor than a brewery. And when I roll with my boys, I'm never checking my shoulder. Dropping these skills like rocks and boulders. The holders of the funk, the quad for your trunk. So punks jump up to get beat down.
Let me Trumps get out, whatever they just said.
I flip the sound, then let it ride. Straight from the south, so you better recognize. I kill off little hoes with the flow, you know. And when the bass drops, you'll see how low we go.
I don't think I'm in this song.
Oh, no, we can't listen to it then.
Oh, listen to this. Let me, how low can you go?
In the house, never doing junk, my man.
All right, enough of that. I had a bunch of other stuff in here, too. Of course, 40s and Blunt Lummy.
I mean, that's track 18, right? 19 isn't the best one?
I think it is. I think it's track. I mean, that was the hit.
I mean,
that was the hit single. Oh no, that's conceded.
Oh, so it's one red for it.
Yeah. And the girl in this, Tina Novak, was hot. And she was 17 at the time, and I think T-Quest might have been Glizz ass in it. She was hot, and she could sing. Listen to this girl. She could sing.
What happened to her?
I don't know.
Macking with the hose and the hose. I mac 'cause
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
I'm going to ride this bitch right into words. No, it takes too long. Remember at Lummy when I was in Atlantic City and I was supposed to perform this and I got too drunk?
You got a little too drunk and it didn't turn out well.
And I
What was it? Sex on the Beaches or Banana something or other?
Sex on the Beaches strong.
Dirty Banana. Yeah, you're doing something.
Probably like 8 Sex on the Beaches, and I went to do this live, and they hit the music, and I was like,
You're like,
I
man.
take a mucker butter in my bed, because the bed ain't nothing but a dirty bed. Don't take the proper. Dave, turn it off. I forgot. I mean, people can clown me all you want, man, but I've had a very, very interesting, nonetheless, career
No question.
that most radio personalities never get to experience.
No way,
Rap
people.
albums, nightclubs, limo service, beepers, pogs, bitches.
Beepers, pogs, and bitches.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the book title.
There, Beepers, pogs, and bitches. One kid and an airplane. Black cards. Jet skis, mansions, groupies. I take a microphone and put it in my fist, cause a bitch ain't nothing but a dirty bitch. They won't make you rich, but they sure leave you broke. Think I'm fooling around, man? This ain't no joke. I need some Indo to smoke to clear my thoughts. And by the way, I didn't even smoke weed back then. And I love girls cause I'm ready to cock my gun for fun. I don't even know that I owned a gun back then either. It's Bubba Love Sponge, say what you want, but I get the job done. Running game on the hose and cracking 40s with my crew. Say what I want, but I thought you knew. I'm true to the game, it's the bottom line. Let me finish it.
My name's Bubba, bitch. I'm about to get mine.
Bubba,
Mine's.
bitch, and I'm out to get
Mine.
mine.
40s and blunt make my world go round. Make me bob my head to the funky sound.
It's Bubba, bitch, I'm about to get mine.
40s and blunt make my world go round. So I'm taking the microphone and throwing down.
Gangster funk for the trunk, that's what I like to kick. So go ahead and say it. I ain't lying, bitch. So make the switch before it's too late and drop it in your Jeep. Cause you know I'm dropping bass, shaking the whole damn place wherever I go. Rolling in my Benz with fake emblems. Nice and slow, like the flow of a song. Tight and strong, and like Marvin Gaye, girl, let's get it on. I'm running late, I gotta go, hold on.
The Bubba Radio Network will return after this.
Yeah.
Power break, hello.
Yeah, hello.
What's up, sir?
I'd like to know where you get off on the radio saying that OJ's guilty when he's not even been put in front of a court yet. I mean, you're guilty of driving a car down 54 and hit somebody head on. I mean, that was in the papers, buddy.
Sir, you know what?
No.
I didn't hit anybody head on. Some woman hit me, and it was about $250 damage. If that's the same as killing 2 people, then guess
Well,
what?
no, wait a minute. Excuse me. Has he been brought in front of the court?
I don't think I was brought in front of a court either, sir. I was issued a small...
You were issued a small claim citation. But has he been proven guilty? Has he been brought in front of a judge yet? How can you say the man is guilty? I mean, that's what you're saying on your radio station to the kids.
You're right.
Teenagers.
That's right.
So how can you say he's guilty?
You think a Los Angeles police department's going to arrest somebody that has as much money as him if they don't know he's guilty? Think they're going to make any type of allegations to a man that they don't have enough evidence to convict as guilty? You think you're going to detain a man in jail in solitary, in a 6x9 room, and they don't think he's guilty?
Yeah, hey.
You don't think if the man had $10 million?
Whoa! What happened to presumption of innocence?
Presumption of innocence.
You are innocent by defies the United States Constitution. You are innocent until proven guilty.
Sir?
No.
Are you a trailer? Are you the lawyer for all trailer trash individuals? Are you trailer trash representative counsel?
No, I'm a person that's got more brains than the power pig has got more.
You sound like you got brains, sir. You really do. You sound like a very highly educated individual, to be honest with you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How can you say the man is guilty when you know...
Who's the person in the background? Is that one of your kids?
Excuse me, wait a minute. He wants something wrong with my kid. Excuse me?
Well, one at a time, please. I can't get anything done when you got your big mouth flapping in the background.
My big mouth, sweetheart?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, I can't talk to your husband if I hear your ass in the background.
My ass in the background? You ain't seen my ass in the background yet.
What do you want, Tom?
I'm telling you right now, you don't get on God's radio and tell kids that are listening to you, 16, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, that OJ is guilty of beating his wife until it is brought in front of a judge and said that he has been proven guilty.
Honey, not only is he guilty...
Don't honey
listen
me.
to me,
I'm not your honey. Don't honey me, okay? Excuse me. You show a little bit of damn respect, sir.
I think you better show some respect and go to the dentist. Now listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me, damn it. First of all, he is guilty of beating his wife. Did you? He was convicted of the... He pleaded no contest of beating his wife.
Nothing. He wasn't convicted of anything. He pleaded innocent. He pleaded he did not.
Hold on one second. Don't you just love people from Pasco County, Hudson, Holiday, Plant City area? These trailer trash people this is the modern day soap opera. They're not smart enough to understand All My Children and Guiding Light. They can't understand that plot. It's too thick. But they sure as hell can understand the O.J. Simpson dilemma. Stupid trailer trash, no teeth having... that guy, that's his wife, but it's really his sister. You know what I'm saying? Damn! Get the hell off me, you trailer trash! All right, I'm back.
Oh, well, that's real white of you.
Real white of me. What's that supposed to be? Is that a racial overtone, bitch?
No.
Is that a racial overtone? You heard me. Where you from? Where you from, trailer trash? Where you from?
Where am I from, trailer trash?
What do you do for a living?
What do I do for a living, honey? I work for a goddamn insurance company, all right, sweetheart? You are so stupid, you don't know which way to wipe your ass.
Oh, shit.
Power pig, y'all.
Bubba,
Yeah.
this is Cindy again.
You the chick I hung up on earlier?
Yeah.
Power pig, hello.
Hello, Bubba?
Yeah?
I want to listen to your new release album.
What?
The song from your new release album.
Who is this?
This is Abdul from St. Pete.
Are you really a knothead, or are you just trying to... Power pig, hello.
Hi, Bubba.
Yeah?
Cindy.
Cindy.
I need your help.
How old are you?
19.
You're 19.
Born 1973, December 14th.
Oh, remember when I was 19? Now that bitch is like fucking 40.
All right.
That bitch is 40 right now.
What's that?
She's 40 right now.
Yeah.
Really?
I'd probably still blast her.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. 30.
How old's your mom?
Really? Okay, my special line's ringing. Can you hold on?
Sure.
Don't leave.
I won't.
Who's this?
Cindy.
I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to somebody else.
Oh.
So, what kind of problem you got? Don't mention any names.
Okay.
You told my producer, Guido, you got a problem with the guy?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, what's his first name?
Chuck.
Okay, what's Chuck doing to piss you off, Cindy?
Well, he's a hypocrite. And,
Well, Cindy, can I be honest with you?
what?
Most men aren't.
I know, but
See, men will some guy will be forking you.
Yeah.
And he'll tell you everything you want to hear.
I know.
And then behind the back to all the guys and stuff. And they start doing locker room talk.
And then I always
They
end
start
up with
talking
a
about-
kid.
What's that?
I end up with the kid then.
Oh, you got a kid now.
Yeah, but not from Chuck. But listen to the problem I have.
Time out. You're currently courting Chuck. And you like Chuck. But you got knocked up and had a kid by somebody else?
Yeah, before I met Chuck.
Obviously.
Yeah, my daughter's.
Live from the Sunbelt Rental Studios, it's the Bubba the Love Spot Show. Stories and Blunts, 1,000. Lummy, did you see that, kiddo?
Yes, 1,050.
Robert Bright, 20 on the Venmo, and Rob Pyle, 25 on the Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle. All at The Bubba Army. Zelle is Zelle at thebubbaarmy.com. I'm pretty much out of here. Blummel will be next, and it's whenever they want to start it.
10:15.
Lummy, what are you doing, buddy? Working on getting Lynn from Phoenix his stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to get with Rhett on getting that
Stormy
stuff. Yeah.
My air checks.
Yep.
All of that.
Of course.
Blummel's next.
Yep.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
operations manager and co-host Blitz K,
co-host and show historian Lummox,
co-host Anna Hummel,
co-host Dr. Dan Diaco Esquire of Council,
co-host J. Diaco Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council,
the BRN agent Thomas Buttoned Up B.
And for everything else, go to thebubbaarmy.com.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repeat hello.